You didn't tell me you had a beast in your home. You've got a little doggy. A doggy? A puppy dog? A puppy? A little fucking doggy? I've never seen a big dog before. We only have Lego dogs on Lego Island. Oh fuck, no. This red bastard's got teeth, sharp teeth. He's going to tear me into little Lego pieces. I've never been so scared in my life. What the fuck? This is like a jump scare from White Walkers and Bubble Fisters. Get me the fuck out of here.
Wait, is my mic on? Alright, don't know why I muted myself right at the fucking end there. I'm just sitting here, I'm keeping track of, like, whether the starting soon music is over. And all of a sudden, I just, very quietly in the background, hear the sound of Uber Duck's Lego Infomaniac voice. And I'm like, oh shit! No! Anyways, so that's scuffed. I don't know why that happened. It's probably due to, like, the technical difficulties from yesterday, if anything. Fucking... When my audio or graphics card crashed, and I couldn't see my audio levels anymore. That was fun. That was great. Love that. Anyways... Enough of the scuffed start. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you again. Hi, Life. Hi, Patchy. Welcome to the stream. So you both were here, but in case we have some lurkers who were not here. Last time on Steins Gate, we had a really sad moment with Ferris where she was like, yeah, my dad has to die. And I, you know, at least I got to live like 10 extra years with him, and it was a really sad and touching moment. And then we had the shit with Luca. And I don't know what it is about Luca that just makes all of Okabe's brain cells just disappear. All of his social skills gone. I don't understand. I feel like so far 2 of the 3 times that I have been like, more shit with Luke is about to happen. Oh, God. Dread. Pure fucking dread. Alright, well. We gotta get into it. And we have Punchachuni at the ready. So let's just throw open Steins Gate real quick. 44 hours in this game already. Holy shit. Omori feels like it was twice as long as this. And it's only 25 hours. It's probably because Omori also took me, like, 3 fucking months to complete. Actually, probably longer than that, right? Omori took a long fucking time. 20 of them are tangents. Listen, I'm gonna try to be better. But every time I say that, every time I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna go on any more tangents, everyone in chat's always like, no, we love the tangents. Don't stop the tangents, Novella. So then I do them more. You all enable me. Shame on you. I think the game might actually be a little quiet. I'm just gonna boost this a little bit. Although it's gonna be different whenever the voices start, maybe, so. There we go. Alright, so let's hop right into a brand new shit show. I know I shouldn't interrupt her, but there's nobody else I can rely on. Okay, actually with the voices it might be a little too loud now. Okay, there we go.
手短に。
柳林神社まで一緒に来てほしい。
理由を言って。デートとか言うつもりなら断る。
You really shouldn't delay the fucking time leap machine getting made for this dude. bud? You do remember what she's doing right now. She's working on the thing that lets you save Mayuri. I get it, like, we bought ourselves an extra day. She's not gonna die till the 15th. But even then, like, do you really want to risk this? To handle Luca having a crush on you?
この俺がデートなどという軟弱なものをするわけがないだろう。ましてやその相手が女子とか冗談もほどほどにしてくれ。
She's glaring like she's gonna kill me. And she might. I'll help her. Let's leave the jokes aside for now.
つまり男の脳と女の脳の違いについてだ。
Is there really such a big difference? I briefly explained my situation and what happened with Luca before I leaped. How many times have I explained this to Kurisu now? At least 5, I feel like? Maybe more.
岡部さんと牧瀬さん、今日はお参りですか？
Not exactly. This Junie has probably never experienced love before. You're right. That's true. This is the strategy I thought up. Its name is Operation Christina. Luca reacts differently to me. I already know she'll have a breakdown if I tell her she's a guy. But she's not too familiar with Kurisu, and they're both girls, so it should be easier if Kurisu tells her. That's why I persuaded Kurisu to handle it. This might be a better way to go about it, but I feel like you should still, like, you could still just not tell her. Just say, like, hey, you send a message to your mom's pager. You time leaped, like, a lot of the times. You probably explained it to Kurisu, like, thousands of times. I mean, so far, like, we've been keeping track of, like, all of the time leaps and stuff. I think it's only about 5 or 6 so far. But, I mean, if it keeps going the way it is, if this fucker time travels every time a girl asks him out on a date, it's gonna be 1,000. I mean, but then again, how many girls would ask Okabe on a date? So I wait behind Kurisu and watch silently. Luca is shy. He was distant with me back when we first met. And I can see she's made a small wall between herself and Kurisu now, too. On the other hand, Kurisu is very calm, truly reliable. Kurisu puts on a gentle smile and begins her explanation.
男性と女性で脳の働きって全然違うって知ってた？
Oh, really? Interesting. Hey.
男性は右脳が活発、女性は左脳が活発なの。ちなみに右脳は画像処理とか空間処理、あとは総合的な判断力なんかに使われる。
I don't know if this is the best way to explain this.
あと計算とかかな。
I don't know if this was how you should have started this conversation. I still don't feel like this is letting her down lightly. I really feel like this is gonna end badly, guys.
そうそう。右脳と左脳をつなぐ脳梁っていうのがあるんだけど、女性の場合はこれが発達してたりする。ほら、よく言うでしょ、女性は2つ以上のことを同時にできるって。それは脳梁が発達してるからだっていう説もあるわね。
Interesting. Although I've also heard that, like, the right brain, left brain type of thing also isn't, like, fully true. At least in, like, maybe it's just the layman's, like, process of it. Because, like, generally people say, oh, well, right brain is, like, creative, and then left brain is, analytical. And I've heard that that's not true, but I don't know enough about brains to fucking say one way or the other. I mean, my head is full of worms, as we've fucking confirmed. So, I don't know. Yeah, what the hell is she talking about? This is not going well.
まあ これはどっちかっていうととんでも科学に近い俗説であって
Oh,
それほど
interesting.
信憑性が高いわけでもないんだけど
Okay. But Burnham sure did say that, didn't he? I still haven't, like, seen all of Inside. Like, I really love Welcome to the Internet. I love that song so fucking much. I learned of it because of Deltarune. But, like, I haven't watched the whole thing because I hear it gets extremely real, and I'm like, am I in the right headspace to, to watch this? And more often than not, the answer is no. Although then again, like, I had similar worries about Omori, and then it didn't bother me, so, like, maybe? I believe he is said in a show called what? Oh, yeah, it's real. Oh, yeah, that's what I've heard. But yeah, also, actually, another brain thing that, I can bring up. Scrolling through YouTube, and I found first ever pig-to-human heart transplant. Now that's fascinating. Like, I do know that pigs and humans are very similar, like, physiologically. It's why in science class, my class dissected a pig fetus instead of, like, a frog, because they're more similar to a human. So it was easier for us to understand, like, human physiology by dissecting a pig fetus instead of a frog. Which maybe I should have given a warning for animal cruelty there, but I feel like everyone's done that, like... Either way. But yeah, so it's like... I never thought that they'd be, like, compatible, though. Like, that's... I gotta wonder, like, the credibility of that video. It is a comedy show with a grain of salt, may help mentally. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But yeah, so... Fun brain fact, by the way. Different mental illnesses can actually permanently reshape your brain. They've actually found that the brains of people who have experienced trauma are actually wired slightly differently to someone who hasn't experienced trauma. Which is very interesting. Same with people with depression. They actually have, like, different... almost like different brain function, from what I understand. So yeah, going through some shit can actually permanently alter your brain. It's wild. I've also seen, like, GIFs online of, like, neurons connecting, which is really cool, but they look like such goobers. It almost reminded me of those, you know those blow-up dancing guys that they have in front of, like, auto shops and stuff, like car shops. Looks kind of like that. It's wacky. Yeah, tangent over. Let's keep going.
ちょっとだけ試してみてもいいかな
Oh, okay. The sooner we get through this struggle chapter, the better. Okay, so this is how she's explaining it.
何をですか
Yeah, but I don't think Luca's gonna be...
あなたの脳が
I don't think this is gonna
女性
work.
としてのパターンを示しているのか男性としてのパターンを示しているのかマッピングしてみたいのマッピングって何ですか
Luca's very clearly frightened.
脳波マッピングあなたの脳波をサンプルとして取らせてもらうだけとにかく調べればわかるってねね
Just tell her it's like an X-ray. Like, I've had, like, MRIs. I believe it's gonna be similar to, like, an MRI. I've also had, like, heart scans just because I was having, like, chest pains because I was having, such severe anxiety during my apprenticeship. That's neither here nor there. But, like, just tell her it's, like, nothing hurts. You literally just... It's probably like you just put electrodes on your head and it's fucking whatever.
嫌ですほんと大丈夫だから私が保証するからほらほら
お前はどこの変態親父か
I lightly chopped Kurisu on the head.
何よではない何のためにここに来たのだ
Oh no, don't you fucking do this! Don't reveal that this is a ploy! You idiot! That didn't turn it on. There we go.
私はただ彼女に貴重な被験者として。
帰れ、この実験大好きっ子が。
ああ、そう。せっかく協力してあげたのにそういう扱いなわけ。だったら言われた通りに帰る。あとはあんた一人で頑張りなさい。
Kurisu leaves the shrine with squared shoulders, muttering darkly to herself.
岡部さん。
Here we fucking go again. Just
何の話を。
Just leave! Just leave! Just leave! Don't tell her the truth! We've been over this!
つまりだな。
Do I have to explain it myself after all? Don't. Every time you time leap, you risk brain damage. Except, with how this chapter is going, I think you already have some!
お前は本当は男なんだ。
Asshole! You don't have to word it like that either! Plus 10 mental damage to Okabe or to me? Cause it feels like it's to me. Also, why would you word it like that? Why would you word it like that? Say, if you're gonna explain the whole thing, you can literally just say, okay, hey, here's the situation. So we need to reset the emails in order to keep Mayuri safe. You sent an email to your mom that made you a girl. You were originally a guy. We need to reset that. I'm sorry. And like, she would still get upset. I'm not saying that this would cure the upset thing, but it would be gentler than this. Absolute motherfucker. The result is the same, of course. Yeah, no shit, honey. There's no way you can actually explain it without her getting hurt. But at the same time, if you're gonna insist on doing it, at least try to be delicate about it. That's true. You know, that does make sense if she has no idea what the time travel machine is, but just like explain. Yeah, they just skip it. They're like, we're not gonna put you through that pain again. We're not gonna put you. It's not even like like with Ferris, it's like, oh, this is emotional pain. This is mental pain. This is Okabe is causing me like 3d6 psychic damage every time he opens his mouth in this chapter. It's morning now. It's nice and cool early in the morning, even though it's the middle of summer. Too bad the cicadas are already chirping. The sun's not too strong yet. This is the second time I've woken up like this, though the date was different the first time. In any case, my mental state is exactly the same as back then. Through the front door, I hear someone stomping up the stairs. I jump up thinking it's Moeka, but then I realize who it is. Probably Kurisu. Or, oh, it's Mayuri. It's Angie Mayuri. Mayuri enters and greets me with a disapproving pout. Originally, Mayuri was supposed to stay over at the lab, but last night she got a call from someone and left in a hurry. It was probably Luca! She probably went to see... Okay. Thank you for connecting the dots. Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. Of course, I sigh in frustration. I don't want to be on the same page as this fucker anymore. Before I time leap, this happened on the 14th. Today is the 12th. Since I explained the situation to Luca early, it seems like Mayuri's protest came early too. You can be on the same page for different points, that's true. That mail should come any minute now. There it is. It actually came. If I go to Yanabayashi Shrine now, Luca will confess her love and ask me to be her boyfriend. But this time I thought ahead.
Christina! Christina!
Once again, you're interrupting the development of the time leap machine for this, bud. Couldn't all of this have waited just like one day? You get an extra day to think things through, to plan and prepare. You didn't. Anyway, I start yelling at the development room and begin to hear the sounds of someone moving inside. Fuck, I shouldn't be yawning. I didn't do anything of value today. I know, but I have to do this.
Christina! 起きてきてくれ!
うるさいな。
Kurisu comes out of the development room with sleepy eyes. I don't think you can cheer her up, Mayuri. Last night she fell asleep at the desk. The sleeves of her clothes left a mark on her cheek. Her hair's frayed and her eyes are red. She rubs those red eyes.
なんなの?
これから柳林神社に行く。お前もついてきてくれ。
Just... Kurisu being with you isn't going to...
Operation Christina 2だ!
She's gonna say no. She's not gonna help.
15日までまゆりちゃんが危ないことになる前まででいいですから。だからになってください。
I had no idea we were streaming 23 minutes ago. Hi, Rico Master! Welcome, welcome! Huh. That's alright. Sometimes it takes a bit for the notification to hit people's inboxes, I think. Well, welcome to the stream anyway. You haven't missed too much. Basically, Okabe time traveled backwards. Fucked it up again. Internal struggling. Yeah. Same as before. Only this time I have to be her boyfriend for 4 days instead of just 2. When will you learn that your actions have consequences? I guess you could say it's a bold proposal. Fortunately, I came prepared. It's time to set Operation Christina 2 into motion. What is this? Last time, things got complicated when I added that experiment-loving girl to the conversation. This time, I had her watch things from the shadows near the staircase. Okay, how is this gonna fix anything?
すまん。ちょっとだけ待ってくれ。
Turn my back to Luca and call Kurisu.
よ、リア充。
Filthy. You fucking normie! Straight up says normies! A normie is someone who finds happiness and fulfillment in the real world. Markers of being a normie include having a girlfriend or boyfriend, participating in club/school activities, going to parties regularly, vacationing overseas, and displaying a lack of interest in anime entertainment. This is how I'm gonna answer the phone from now on. Just, sup, you fucking normie. Listen, if the game could have gotten away with Kurisu saying fucking normie, they would have had her do that. This is a light of joy in an otherwise infuriating section.
お前人の気も知らずに何がリア充だ。今のルカ子の話聞いていたか。
今北産業。
聞いてなかったのか。
No, she's very quiet.
この遠さじゃ聞こえるわけない。
告白15日まで。そしたら男に戻る。
把握。でも何をいちいち私に相談することがある
That's
の
what
ね
I'm saying.
漆原さんの願いを叶えてあげればいい。
She's a girl in this timeline. There's nothing wrong with it.
相手はル
There
カ子
wouldn't
だ
be anything wrong with it if she was a dude.
どこが不満なの？あんなに可愛いのに。
しかし男
Don't.
元は男だったなんてのもあんたの妄想かもしれないし。
Kurisu gaslighting moments.
私から見れば彼女は最初から彼女だった。観念しなさいって。じゃあね。
Thank you, Kurisu.
あ、ま
You're a beacon of light in this trying time. She hung up.
あいつ何のために連れてきたと。
What a useless assistant. Dude, you made your bed. You opened this can of worms. Now fucking lie in it. I stuff my phone into my pocket and head back to Luca.
今の電話の相手ってマキセさんですか？
え？ああ。
そうですか。
Oh no! Oh, you're about to take this the entire wrong way.
なんだか今の岡部さんとても楽しそうにお話ししてましたね。
Yikes, dude!
どこがだ。
Is this pressure? Is she applying psychological pressure?
それ
No, she's just worried you have a crush on someone else. Luca fidgets restlessly.
さっきのお返事を
Please be my boyfriend. 4-day trial relationship. Will those 4 days feel long or short? I mean, sure, Luca's cute. She's very slender and delicate, especially around the waist, and her skin is as white as alabaster. Even when Luca was a guy, I occasionally found myself mesmerized by his girlish demeanor. Biologically, the current Luca is a girl, so even if we do stuff, there shouldn't be a problem. I feel like Luca's not the type to, you know, ask someone to do stuff with them after dating them for only a few days. But still. I'm on a mission to change Luca back into a guy. I need to accomplish that mission to save Mayuri. Yeah, and you said before that you'll do whatever it takes. You were like, yeah, this guy, I basically have to kill Ferris's dad to save Mayuri, and you did it. And meanwhile, dating a girl for 4 days is too much? Sir? If I go out with the girl Luca and fall in love with her, fucking it makes things complicated, whatever. Maybe this is just me because I have no brain for romance, but I'm like, just keep fucking hanging out with him as a guy. Like, you don't have to... I don't understand. I don't get why this is such a big deal. You're pretending. You're acting. You act as Hoyo and Kyoma all the fucking time. And meanwhile, pretending to be someone's boyfriend for a few days is too much. Will I be able to treat Guy Luca like I used to? If I forget he's a guy and lose my self-control, it could result in complications. Then don't fucking lose your self-control. It's that easy. I've never... Again, this could be me because I don't fucking give a shit about this stuff. But to me, I'm like, you're worrying over nothing. How is this more complicated than killing a man? Going out with the current Luca isn't the problem. Okay, that makes sense then. I mean, I still have my reservations, but cuteness is justice, right? The real source of my hesitation is the thought of what happens afterwards. Problem isn't Luca, but my own heart. Besides, I'm supposed to be saving Mayuri, not going out on dates. Yeah, but you have to do this to save Mayuri. Love is complicated, I guess. It's honestly why I'm happy that I am not involved in it. My life is complicated enough already, thank you very much. On the other hand, Luca's... Oh wait, I don't think I read that line. On the other hand, Luca's cooperation is essential to save Mayuri. I won't get anywhere if I reject Luca and make her cry. For the sake of my goal, I must overcome the problems of my own heart. Okay. You know what? I commend you for that. I commend you for realizing, hey, you know, I need to do this. And that, you know, I'm gonna fix myself. You know what? I commend you for that, dude. It can be hard to come to that conclusion. I'll take Luca's deal. If we're gonna do this, I tell myself there's one rule you must follow. You must not fall in love with Luca. Even if it means trampling on her heart, you must not fall in love. Fall in love and you could end up walking the forbidden path. Luca's a guy. A guy. It doesn't... Bro, you can be bisexual. It's not a bad thing. You can be bisexual! Just don't forget.
いいだろう。お前と付き合おう。15日の夕方までだが。
Tears immediately fall from Luca's eyes.
なぜ泣く？
Aw, you made her happy! That's true. I keep forgetting, like, what time period this was, and especially because, like, even today, I'm pretty sure that, like, the LGBT community isn't, like, fully accepted in Japan. It's why I was so surprised about, back in AI the Somnium Files. I know that I bring that up a lot, but it's, like, the only other visual novel I've played on the channel so far, which is gonna change. But in AI the Somnium Files, it was why I was worried whenever there was an option of, like, what do you think of Mama being the, like, only trans character in the cast to Mizuki, and I'm like, oh god, what's about to happen? And I was, like, genuinely, like, very, you know, I thought it was nice that Mizuki actually was like, yeah, no, I think she's cool. Something, straight protag. Yeah, Mama! Man, I can't wait for AI the Somnium Files too. I hope Mama comes back in that. So it's like, yeah, that's why I was, like, so, like, happy that because I know that people say, like, oh, the Mizuki monologue there is a little, you know, it's a little on the nose, it's a little, like, very much like, yeah, we support gay people. It you know. But, like, for that to come from, like, a Japanese game, like, with the culture surrounding it, like, I was like, yeah, that's pretty fucking cool. I'm glad they did that. Because it'd be so easy for them to, like, make Mama into a joke. Oh yeah, welcome, Raiders. I'm sorry, you came in the middle of me, like, going on a tangent about, LGBT people in Japan because of this situation. Heart successfully not broken yet. Yeah, hi Connor, hi Manji. Welcome, welcome. Need to go back to AI. Yes, you do. That game was good. Like, it had its flaws, of course. But it was really good, and I really... Like, whenever AI The Somnium Files 2... I'm gonna look up when that's coming out. When does AI The Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative... Oh, there we go. Release date. No, I'm looking for... It just says 2022, so it could be whenever. It could be any time. Great, cool. Anyways, let's just keep going. Aww. She must have worked up so much courage to say this. Her face is red and her eyes are wet with tears, yet she's really happy. Seeing her like this, all shy and embarrassed, but happy at the same time, makes me feel... Doki doki. She's too cute. I mustn't fall in love, but I'm about to. Why does every single one of her actions have to be so cute? She must be doing it on purpose. There's no other way. Luca's cuteness is a terror of the universe.
Okabe-san?
Nanda?
Luca wipes her tears away. Oh. Date? What does she mean by date? No. A date. A date. Dude, fill in the gaps. Fill in the gaps. A date? Yeah, that's what a boyfriend and girlfriend do! Yeah, exactly. Sure, when a couple goes somewhere together, that's called a date. Would it really be a dick move if I refused to go on a date right after we started going out? Okay, thank you. Luca is very cute. She's adorable. Doesn't look like she's got a place in mind.
Okabe-sanの行きたいところに行きたいです。
Aw, that's sweet.
つまり、Okabeさんが好きな場所を知りたいから。
So in other words, she wants me to decide for her. It's really unfair to be so cute. People will forgive you for anything you say. I mean, I'm sure you know a good ramen place somewhere. Like, didn't you and Mayuri go out for ramen at one point? Just take her there. Scratch my head in thought.
じゃあ、プランは明日までに考えておく。
For now, I just want to get out of the sickeningly sweet atmosphere that's brewing. We arranged to meet tomorrow morning, then I quickly leave the shrine behind. I breathe a sigh of relief at the sparsity of pedestrians on Mansebashi Bridge.
それで
Kurisu is walking behind me. She was completely useless.
結局付き合うことになったの？まあ、漆原さんのリアクション見てたらなんとなく予想はつくけど。
Somehow, I don't expect that Okabe's ever gotten any dates, so uh-oh. Love that we're all on the same page there. I'm pretty sure Life said that earlier in chat. I said earlier that Okabe doesn't seem like he's ever gone on a date before. And now, I'm so glad that everyone's on the same page here.
お前、見ていたのか？
岡部が見てろと言ったんだろ？
Oh yeah. I was expecting her to give me advice. Guess I should have known better.
明日、デートだそうだ。
Nice. Food. Kurisu makes a small nasal sound. She hasn't been making eye contact.
狂気のマッドサイエンティストさんって 女子高生とデートしたりするのね。ちっとも興味じゃない。
Damn you, Kurisu. Must you always be so cynical? Just ignore her and get to the lab. Just as I quicken my pace, she grabs my shoulder and pulls me back. I almost fall down backwards.
何をする？
ごめん。ちょっとイライラしてて、言い方がきつくなった。
Kurisu doesn't tell me what she's irritated about. It's probably because you keep dragging her away from the time leap machine. She's supposed to be making that right now. Instead, she starts rubbing her temples.
あんたはマユリを助けるためにこの選択をしたのよね。私も考え方を切り替える。で、明日デートするにしてもプランはあるの？
Date plans. Told Luca I'd come up with something by tomorrow. So far, I've made no progress. Can't help but feel uneasy about the whole thing, even though I'm doing it to save Mayuri.
どうなのよ。
This calls for Hoyo and Kyoma. I don't know. It's already twilight, yet it's so hot. I don't know what Daga Otokoda? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. If it means something bad, then I'm sorry for saying it.
助手よ、お前に一言言っておく。アイザック・ニュートンと同じく IQ170 に生まれついたこの俺、法王院京馬は
Could have fooled me, but
狂気のマッドサイエンティストである。
それで？
当然、マッドサイエンティストである以上、興味があるのは女よりも研究であり、世界を影で操る支配構造の破壊、混沌の創造であり。
Vesta, please don't
どう
knock
見
over
て
my
も童
wine
貞
glass.
です。本当
Please
に
don't.
ありが。
Okay, there we go. Kurisu says what we're all thinking. You killed him, dude. You fucking killed him. Kurisu, I adore you.
今のは聞かなかったことにして。
おのれ、この女子風情がよくもズケズケと真実をついてくれたな。許さない、絶対にだ。
ごめん。
大体そういうお前はどうなのだ。俺に講義を垂れるほどにデート経験は豊富なのか。
No one in this game gets any dates. None of them. Maybe Ferris. Ferris may be the exception. She may be the only person in this cast who has ever been on a date.
それ見ろ。お前だって勉強や研究に明け暮れて、そういった経験はゼロなのだろう。遠いアメリカの地で寂しい青春時代を送ってきたのだろう。
I was expecting them to bring up at channel too.
うるさい。バージンで悪いか。
Absolutely nothing. It's just funny. Catgirl is the only one who's dated.
秋葉の中心でバージンと叫ぶ18歳天才少女か。
Wouldn't be surprised to see it plastered across the blogosphere. Thankfully, it's early morning, but there are still a few pedestrians grinning at Kurisu.
場所を変えるわよ。
Kurisu starts to hurry away. Oh, that's right, she's kind of a celebrity also. Or at least, like, she's well known
女
enough.
の子との初デートで重要なのは相手に与える印象をいかに良くするかである。不潔な格好は論外。特に髪はきちんと散髪すること。長髪は汚らしく見えるので NG。 服装に関してもぴったり合ったサイズのものを着ていくこと。特に秋葉系の男子は大きめのサイズの服を好んで着ている傾向にあるが、これはだらしなく見えるのでよくない。
Why exactly am I in a maid cafe getting date advice from my younger assistant who is also a girl? I mean, but she, like, assuming Kurisu is straight, she'd know what girls like in guys. There's a world line where Okabe dates Ferris? Really? I haven't seen anything of that. I'd recommend that you don't spoil too much of the game for me because I am going into this entirely blind. I don't know shit about Steins Gate. So, I'd rather be surprised by shit like that in the game. Although, I don't know if it's even in this game, but either way. But yeah, just like, be careful about this stuff that... Yeah, like that. Like, I didn't know that was a thing, and now it's not gonna be as much of a surprise whenever I get to it. It just like a small warning, if you post, no, I already saw it, unfortunately. And what has been learned cannot be unlearned. But yeah, like, try not to spoil too much of the game, just because, like, I have no idea what's going on. This is literally my first playthrough. I have not gone through anything else. Conversation turns to break down due to mutual nervousness. What's important is to play conversation catch.
一方的に話すだけでは相手が楽しいはずがない。特に女性は会話をするのが大好きなので、むしろ男性は女性の話を聞く側に回ってあげるべき。
That's true. That's true. And it's like you gotta practice being like an active listener as well. Like really make sure that you're hearing what the other person is saying. This is solid advice.
ただ聞くだけではなく、きちんと
At
相
least I
槌を打
think.
つことが必要。そうすることで
Yeah,
女性
active
は
listening.
話をちゃんと聞いてくれる人だと思う。
That's true. Anything could happen. I'm looking forward to being surprised by like where this game takes us.
つまり、いつも通りの岡部じゃん。
I have no idea how many actual endings there are in this game. Yes, keep kicking him,
と
please.
りあえず普通に喋ることから始めないと。あ、例のバカっぽい
Focus
高
on
笑いは
acting
当然禁止ってことで。
Take your normal pills, Okabe.
そもそもあんたって女の子に優しくないのよね。普段の物言いが尊大すぎる。というか、偉そうでムカつく。電波妄想も垂れ流すし。
Very interested to see how you'll rate all the different endings. Yeah, me too. Because it's like, you know, any one of these games where there's multiple endings, there's always some that are a little weaker. There's always some that... Like, I'm, again, thinking of AI, the Somnium Files. Like, Ota's route wasn't all bad, especially because, like, we got to see... I forget what his mom's name is. But, we got to see, like, her side of things, and her Somnium was incredible, so I'd rate that, like, mid-tier, but we didn't actually learn much about the story. Meanwhile, I'd rate something like Iris's ending, where basically nothing fucking is learned. I'd rate that one pretty lowly, because, like, while the ending of it was sad, it's like... What happened here? And it does make sense. Actually, you know what? I don't hate the Iris ending. I don't know if I hate any endings in AI, the Somnium Files. Because, like, the Iris ending, nothing happens, but at least, like, it makes sense as to why nothing is happening whenever you learn stuff from the other routes. I don't know. I'm hoping it's similar here. I'm hoping there isn't, like, one ending that I'm just like, yeah, no, this fucking sucks. This has, like, no purpose to the plot. It just fucking sucks. There might be one or two. I don't know. You just reach an ending and that's that. Oh, okay.
デートマニュアル本を音読しているだけの分際で上から目線はやめろこのメリケン少女めが
Since neither of us knows anything about romance, we're studying out of a dating manual we bought on the way here.
誰がメリケン少女だ。
お前以外に誰がいる
はいはい、童貞オツ。知ってる？一度も侵入を許していない砦は頼もしくて、一度も侵入に成功しない兵士は頼りないっていう格言。
それは格言じゃないだろう。というか、低レベルな争いにおいて勝ち誇るな。
確かに。なんだか
Took me a second to realize what she meant.
でも、このデートマニュアルって 結構面白いこと書いてあるな。
Kurisu flips through the manual on top of the table.
自分はさりげなく車道側を歩くとか、女の子にお金を出させるのは現金とか。いい？これ明日のデートで全部守らないとダメよ。
Makes sense, makes sense. I mean, the pay thing is a little old-fashioned, but like we mentioned before, this is like 2010 Japan, so you know, makes sense. I mean, I'm pretty sure in 2010 fucking anywhere else things were like this, so I wonder if I can really be that careful.
あとは清潔なハンカチを持っていくこと。女の子が公園のベンチに座るときはすぐに広げてあげること。
See, I've read a similar tip. That was more for like whenever you're wearing like fancy clothes on public transportation. Bring a handkerchief with you so you can spread it out so this way you don't get your dress dirty.
俺は世話係ではない。
そう書いてあるんだからしょうがないでしょ。
In Steins Gate, getting the bad ending is extremely recommended to understand the true ending more. Makes sense. I'll probably try to get like all the endings. I think I've said before that after I get my first ending, I'm gonna try to look up a spoiler-free guide. There should be one. This game has been out since 2009. I'm gonna look up a spoiler-free guide, and I'm gonna see like how I can get every ending. Because I know I didn't do that with Amori, and I feel a little bad about it. Because I have looked up spoilers since then, and I know, like, everything that happens in the jeez, I need to talk a little slower, so this way I don't get tripped up. I do know everything that happens on the Hikikomori route. Like, without having played it. But, like, with Amori, I was just like, you know, we've been stuck on this game since, like, July. And it's November. I want to get through it. I will hopefully see all the endings after various tangents.
ご飯は立ち食いそばとかファーストフードは避ける。ファミレスがボーダーライン。それ以上は自分の財布の中身と相談して。
ファミレスがボーダーライン。
Okay, but what does it mean by family restaurants? Because, like, when you say family restaurants, I think fucking Chuck E. Cheese. Even though I've never been to a Chuck E. Cheese, because every other, like, family restaurant I can think of is fast food, basically. Where are the family restaurants in Akiba?
待ち合わせ場所には最低15分前には来ておくこと。遅刻厳禁。
Fair, fair.
15分前到着。
Have you never heard of this, Rentaro? I was given advice in high school to always be 15 minutes early for, like, any appointment.
あとはデートコースね。映画館とか美術館、街をブラブラ歩く食事っていうのが無難らしい。
なるほど。意外と地味なんだな。
See, I think the best date would be movie and then food. Like, usually how people do it is it's dinner and then a movie. But I think that it'd be better to do a movie, then dinner. Because then this way, you will always have something to talk about. You're like, I think I just discovered a dating life hack here. For everyone in the audience who needs it, like, there you go. Take the advice of this VTuber who has never dated before in her life. Movie and then dinner. It's probably foolproof? I don't know, man.
俺はてっきり初デートというぐらいだから夕焼けの綺麗なリゾート風海岸へ行きそこでファーストキスを交わさなければならないのかと。
I think you've seen too many, like, romance movies.
あ、それすごくロマンチック。じゃなくて童貞思考全開だな。ドラマや漫画の見過ぎ。
お前もな。
ちなみに相手は未成年なんだからホテルに連れ込もうなんて不潔なこと考えないでよ。
Oh, that's true. That's true. She's a high schooler. Fuck. See, I don't want to jump into a new game I'm gonna play Steins Gate 0 at some point. Like, I want to get through this game because the issue is that whenever I go back to work, I will be stuck doing maybe one solo stream every 2 weeks. We will not get through this game by the end of 2022 if I get back to work before I can end this game. That's the issue here. So yeah, I'm not playing Steins Gate 0 before trying to get the true ending. It's a good suggestion. Like, if I was playing this on my own time, I'd probably do it. But I might not have the time because streaming takes up way more energy than just being on my own does. So it's not always feasible for me to stream whenever I'm at work because work takes up a lot of brain power. And I work a lot of long hours and a lot of weird hours, so it's like, I don't want to risk not finishing this game and doing what I did with Omori, where it's like, I get an ending and then it's just, okay, well, we have to be happy with what we got and we can watch the rest of the endings on YouTube from someone else. That way lie forbidden lusts. Oh god. Mayushi's been happy lately. Oh, I guess there's one thing I'm a little sad about, but if you add everything up, I'm 120% satisfied with my life. That's awesome. I'm glad. Not to mention, is Luca's such an innocent girl? If I brought her to a hotel, she'd probably faint from shock. Yeah, don't do that. Like I said before, Luca doesn't seem like the type of girl to want to do the sex after, like, dating someone, like, twice. She's probably the type that would not just, like, jump into stuff like that. She'd want to take the relationship slow. Hell, I'd be surprised if she even kissed you on the first date.
ま、ざっとこんなところね。どう？私のレクチャー少しは役に立った？
お前のレクチャーではなく、マニュアル本のレクチャーだろ。
Luca is wholesome and innocent. She is very say-so. Anyways, strolling around town counts as a date, huh? In that case, I don't have to waste money. Yeah, but I mean, you know, at least go to like a park or something. I don't know if there are parks around here. Never mind.
にゃにゃ。今日な、誰かとデートするのかにゃ?
Ah, Ferris! Perfect! She's the one person who's probably dated! She can give us advice! Ferris comes to our table carrying
お待た
drinks.
せしました。アイスコーヒーになりますにゃ。
As usual, she pours in milk and syrup right in front of me. Kurisu watches us with great interest. I guess this is her first time at a maid cafe.
デート相手はマユシーかにゃ。
Ferris winks at me playfully while stirring Kurisu's iced coffee.
なぜそこでマユリが出てくるのだ？
はにゃ。違うのかにゃ。じゃあ
Ferris looks at Kurisu.
この子なのにゃ。
いや、こいつは助手だ。
Shot down! Kurisu and I exchange glares sharper than a sword's blade. I swear sparks are flying.
じゃあ別の子なのにゃ。今日待ってばいろんな子に手を出しすぎだにゃ。
This is why there's a dating sim.
ほう。いろんな子に手を出しすぎなのか。
何をバカな。
Well, I guess I did hug Ferris, but that was on the 14th. So when I time leaped to the 12th, it was undone. Shake off a pang of loneliness and return to the conversation. The next day finds me strolling around Akiba with Luca.
次は
Festa,
どこに行きましょうか。
don't knock over that bowl of popcorn. I want to eat that later. Festa's like, what can I do to cause the most trouble? Oh well. Be patient. In a couple hours, you get your wet food. Don't fucking bite me. Ah! Event number 1. Lunch at a family restaurant is already complete. Took care of the bills, so now we're back out in the heat. I've got the entire day planned out in my head. The next event is...
街をブラブラするぞ。しよう。
up on holiday, so Akiba is crowded. To avoid the crowds, we end up walking through the back streets. My plan is to walk with Luca all the way to Ueno at the back and back. That should be enough, right? I walk quickly. This conversation thing isn't going so well. I tried to follow the guide's advice and be a good listener, but Luca's silent by nature. She doesn't really start talking on her own. Even at the family restaurant, the words we exchanged were mostly just things like, it's crowded today, it's delicious, and it was delicious. Oh boy. So, not going great. And I think it was a mistake to just wander around, especially since we've ended up in a residential area with no interesting scenery whatsoever.
Okabe-san.
Luca speaks up. She's a few steps behind me.
なんだ
I stop and turn around. Luca catches up and we start walking together again.
覚えていますか？僕と岡部さんが初めて出会った時のこ
おう
Of course, what I actually remember is how I met the male Luca. It was during Golden Week in May. I was searching Akiba for materials to build a new future gadget when I saw Luca in his Miko garb, surrounded by some cameramen.
と。やめてください。無理です。
お願いします。写真を1枚撮らせてもらうだけでいいんで。そのコスプレすごく燃えるっていうか、ここまで巫女服を着こなしてるレイヤー見たことないし。
No, he's a real Miko!
これはコスプレじゃなくて。
The ever... the ever-looming issue of... Oh god, people think I'm wearing a costume, but I'm not.
できれば可愛ら
I
しい
know it
服を
well.
作ってもらえるとめちゃ嬉しいんだけど。
Oh god.
あ、じゃああれだよ俺。ミコミコオーバードライブのめぐみだ。
Miko Miko Overdrive? Magical girl anime with 5 Miko girls as the protagonists. Its target audience is adolescent girls, but many men in their 20s like it too, for some inexplicable reason. I wonder why!
来たー！それ最高！めぐみだん知ってるよね？やってくれないかな？
知りません。
なんでそんな嫌がるわけ？コスプレして秋葉に来たのって写真撮られるためなわけでしょ？なのに嫌がるとかおかしくない？
Oof, these guys.
そうだよ。それとも俺たち
Oh, I just realized they're called low
拒否ってるわけ？
anglers.
違います。これはコスプレじゃなくて。
Ugh, gross. To be honest, the Miko garb fascinated me, because Miko are sacred, chosen to serve the gods. I know college girls are doing it for money these days, but as far as I'm concerned, that's sacrilege. As is demanding to photograph a sacred Miko. I couldn't let it pass.
そこのカメラ小僧ども
なんだよ君。
この俺を知らないだろ俺の名はフォーインキョーナ神が地上に具現せし灰色の脳細胞の持ち主にして世界に
I've gotta wonder if this is, like, okay, their reaction is gonna tell me whether this really happened or whether it was just Rintaro, like, seeing it through his own little lens.
何こいつ？
Okay, no, this actually happened.
マジ吉。
Yeah, this happened.
それぐらいでやめておけその巫女が嫌がっているだろう
なんという中二病ですか？
No! He's actually doing a service this
女
time.
の子を助けてセックルに持ち込もうとしてんじゃね？下心見え見え。これだからドキュンは。
Who the fuck says smacks? I love how it just... sex. I mean, I guess this is 2010.
か弱い女子に男2人でまとわりつき天津さえ変態写真を撮りたいと懇願するとオタクのプライドすら捨てたか
僕は。
聖なる巫女を怯えさせるカメラ小僧などではない。それは単なる変質者だ。お前たちに聖地秋葉を歩く資格はないと知れ。
なんだと。可愛い三次元女子をローアングルから狙うのはみんなやってるだろ。素人のくせにお高く止まるなって言いたいね。秋葉にコスプレしてきてる時点で無差別に取られても文句言えないでしょ。
You suck.
マジで。
Beat them up. Beat them up.
僕は男です。
Instantly, our jaws drop to the ground.
だから僕なんかとっても意味ないんですよ。
Luca muttered sadly.
え、マジで。そんなの嘘だ。こんな可愛い子が男のはずが。
男です。喉仏もあります。
Luca lifted his chin a bit, exposing his pale neck. The gesture was really sexy, but there was indeed a lump on his neck.
じゃあ下もついているんですか。
Why word it like that? He just... fucking desperate. Leave. I'm gonna go on a gun run. And it's gonna be on these two guys. I'm gonna kill them. Luca nodded reluctantly. He was already crying by that point. So were the cameramen.
なんだよ。紛らわしいな。
Hey! Stop!
っていうか、男なのに巫女服着てるとかマジ吉だろ。
Bailiff, kill these men!
取らなくてよかった。騙された気分だよ。
Bailiff, kill these men! They left the place, mumbling complaints all the while. Go and die. Those bastards were a disgrace to otaku everywhere. Glad we're on the same page. Daru would have said something like, someone this cute can't be a girl. No, I'm not. No. Daru is the true otaku.
どうもありがとうございました。
ああ、いや。
僕みたいな男を助けてがっかりですよね。期待に添えなくてすみません。
Aw, that's so sad.
お前、名前は？
漆原ルカです。
なぜ俺に謝った？
だって僕こんな顔なのに男だし。
Doesn't
そん
matter.
なことはどうでもいい。
Exactly! You know what, Okabe? For the next 5 minutes, you are immune to Punchachuni.
お前が男だろうが女だろうが関係ない。だがその悲願だ根性、気に入らないな。ついてこい。お前にいいものをやる。そのアイテムさえあれば。
It's like he means well. You would be so much better in this chapter if you weren't so scared of seeming gay.
どうして力が欲しくないのか。
いえ、力ですか。
そう。
You know, in any other, like, this could be like the start of its own, like, visual novel. If Okabe actually, like, if Okabe actually was able to do the stuff he says he does. Like, could you imagine it? Like, Luca, the protagonist, Okabe being an actual, like, mad scientist with magic powers. It could be like a whole fucking shonen anime. Unfortunately for Okabe, he is not in a shonen anime.
まさかその後武器屋本舗に行ってサミダレを買ってもらえるとは思ってもみませんでした。
いや
I didn't expect he'd actually come with me. But when he did, I realized that he had potential. That's why I bought him the 980 yen tax included demon sword. Afterwards, Luca and I went through intense training to develop Seishin Zanma, the Seishin Zanma School of Swordsmanship. In retrospect, I can't believe I said all that ridiculous stuff. Makes me want to crawl in a hole and hide. The downside of being a self-aware Chuny now.
岡部さんがあの時言ってくれたそんなことはどうでもいいっていう言葉はすごく嬉しかったんです。変ですよね。
Wait, Luca remembers it?
感動しちゃうなんて。
Wait, so Luca remembers it as it happened, but the whole reason why Okabe said that is because Luca confessed that he was a dude. Luca's cheeks then turn rosy pink. Her blush is too powerful, I have to look away.
でもその言葉が
Oh geez, I just realized I forgot to eat dinner. And I'm hungry. This stream might be shorter. This stream might just go to like 11:30. We'll see how it goes though. Because I haven't been making much progress, so I'm gonna try to get as much progress as I can.
Eh?
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a goddamn second. Okabe put together the two dots and immediately went, what in the goddamn? Is she saying what I think she's saying? But that Luca was a guy. Does that mean I made the guy Luca fall in love with me? My mind goes blank. Oh god. By the time I drop her off back at the shrine, I'm worn out physically and mentally. I ended up walking for 4 hours straight, which was tiring. My mental exhaustion is greater. In the end, we didn't talk much. We just walked.
今日はすごく楽しかったです。
Yay!
そうか
She's just saying that out of consideration. I could tell that she's forcing her smile. Oh. All through the date, I couldn't stop thinking about the time Luca fell in love with me, so I barely made conversation at all. Ugh, that's no good. That manual was completely useless. On this world line, Luca was a girl from the beginning, so Luca's memories of when we first met might be a little inconsistent with mine. But even with that in consideration, Luca's story still felt out of place.
それでは
Luca fidgets as she whispers.
なんだ
そのまた明日
え
She wants to go on a date again tomorrow? I mean, we are a couple and we are going out. And that means we like each other and it's summer break right now, so it's natural to go on a date every day.
明日も岡部さんと一緒にいたいです。
どうも
ダメですか？
I mean, hell, I mean, the first date is different, but like, for second date, you guys can literally just, like, hang out, watch movies and stuff. It doesn't have to be serious if you don't want it to be.
ダメなんてことはない本当に
よかった。
Luca smiles again. She looks so happy and relieved. Seeming like this makes incomprehensible feelings well up inside me.
それじゃあまた明日。
I feel a huge weight on my shoulders. Another date tomorrow. Tomorrow. What? Did I say something? I don't know when you said my name, Connor Page. I wasn't paying attention to chat. I've been trying to like just get some progress going. But yeah, I don't know what that was in context of. I'm sorry. I haven't been paying attention. If that was to the dinner thing, it could have been. Yeah, oops. Honestly, it's not the first time and I doubt it'll be the last. It's okay, I've got chicken noodle soup in the cupboards. It's not as good as the stuff from Tim Hortons, but, I mean, I got bread too that I can dip in it. I'll be nice and full before I go to bed.
リア充は死ね
Oh, that's right, you have a girlfriend now. Now you're a normie. When I return to the lab, I'm greeted by Mayuri's smile and daughter's pure hatred. Why the hatred?
まさか中二病のオカリンに彼女ができるとか
I guess that's
飯
true.
バズってレベルじゃねえぞ
ルカちゃんとのデートはどうだった？
まあなんとかステージクリアしたかも。
Probably not, actually.
ねえねえ、あさってのコミマ、ルカちゃんとオカリンでコスプレカップルとして出てみようって思ったりしないかな。オカリンからもね、彼氏としてルカちゃんを説得してほしいな。マユシーがどれだけお願いしてもね、ちっとも OK してくれないんだよ、コスプレ。でもラブラブなオカリンからお願いされたらね、きっとコロって OK すると思うんだ。
断る。
なんで？
Harsh. Because Kamima is on the 15th. Mayuri is fated to die that night. How am I supposed to spend the hours before her death cosplaying at Kamima?
正直なところ
Which is fair.
デートの面白さがさっぱり理解できない。
ゲーオカリンてめえそれは世の中の童貞諸君を敵に回す発言だぞ謝れ童貞に謝れ
Yes, apologize to every virgin on earth.
だって考えてみろ。相手にひたすら気を使い、気まずい中で二人で歩き回って食事をして帰る。どうだ？面白い要素があるか？
Just stop putting so much pressure on it, dude. It's why, like, the best dates are ones where it's like, oh yeah, we just go to like a coffee shop. Something low-key. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be anything complicated.
オカリン、そんなこと言うとね、ルカちゃんが悲しむよ。
Mayuri's expression is uncharacteristically serious.
好きな人と一緒にいるだけでね、女の子は幸せなんだよ。満足なんだよ。
Yeah, exactly. If she's already confessed that she really likes you, like, you're in the clear, guy.
男の子はそうじゃないのかな。だとしたらマユシーは寂しいです。
Aw. Why would that make Mayuri sad? Because she probably has a crush on you.
オカリンがマイノリティなんだよつうかデートって言えばエロイベントたくさんあんだろう
No.
お前は実にバカだな。
Yeah.
何言ってんだよ手をつなぐとかマジエロくね腕を組んでおっぱいを肘に当ててんのよ状態とかエロすぎっしょ
Daru really just said holding hands? That's pretty lewd, dude.
そしてデートの終わりにはキスして締めだろチキショーリア充のバカ
エロゲーのやりすぎだ。
He really does.
ねえねえ、ルカちゃんはいつからオカリンのことを好きだったのかな。
It is true. That hand holding is lewd. You can't hold hands with someone until you're married. That's the law. They'll shoot you if you do.
いつからって、それは。
Look, for all the downs of this chapter, my god, I can't believe I forgot this massive, hilarious up. Yeah. I will say, this is definitely, like, the weakest chapter so far in terms of, like, my enjoyment of it. Just because I'm just getting really frustrated with Okabe, and also just because, like, I don't fucking understand dating, and I don't care about it. It's like, this is why, like, when a romantic subplot takes up, like, too much of a plot in, like, a book, I put it down. I'm like, I don't care anymore. I didn't pick up this fantasy book for these two people to fall in love. I wanted to see them fight a fucking dragon! So it's like, all this stuff is just, like, not particularly interesting to me, but, like, the little comedic moments are kind of, like, keeping me invested. And also because I know that it's gonna get better. Like, this is just, like, we have one more email we have to fix, which is gonna be a fucking doozy. So, like, I'm looking forward to how that's gonna play out, and that alone can, like, push me through this. Because I know this isn't gonna last. And yet, somehow, I don't mind playing dating sims, but I guess that's because I know what I'm kind of getting into. And I don't mind dating sims because I find that it's like, as you're going down, like, a certain character's romantic route, you get to learn more about them as a person and as a character, and I think that's really interesting. I like games where it's like you just kind of learn what a character is struggling with. I think that's interesting, so it's just because it's like, okay, well, I already know Luca, I already know Okabe, there's, like, nothing I'm learning here. Except that they're bad at dating. But this is a me thing, and honestly, I'm not, like, I don't completely hate it. Yeah, we've learned that Okabe fucking sucks at romance. Which, I mean, can I really be one to judge? Probably not. But I'm judging anyways. I think back on what she said. Got some background on how Luca and Rintaro met, how Samidari was acquired. Although, but okay, with the Samidari thing, they did mention before that they just, like, Okabe bought it for Luca for, like, really cheap, and it was a cosplay sword, basically. But, I mean, aside from that, it is interesting to see how they met. Something still feels off about her story. I said that Luca's gender didn't matter. I remember that clearly. But didn't I say that because Luca was a guy?
そうだ。そうだよ。変だ。
Now I know what feels out of place. That's what I said. I wouldn't have said that to female Luca. So why does this Luca remember what I said back then? I recall what happened with Ferris. Yeah, so people can remember things that happen in other timelines if the conditions are right. Ferris regained her memories from before she sent the D-mail. Could Luca, too, have remembered the previous world line, where she was a guy? That would explain everything. However, she remembers that event, and she said she liked me for it, so... Did Luca like me even when she was a guy? I think I need to check this out. Alright, before we continue, I'm actually gonna be right back. I'm just gonna get myself a very quick snack. I'll be back in, like, 5 minutes. Alright? See you guys in a sec. Oh, got him. Okay, I am back. Instead of just a snack, I basically had a mini dinner. I had like a small bowl of chicken noodle soup, and I had a piece of bread. And I'm gonna have the rest of the chicken noodle soup and another piece of bread after the stream. But with this, I should be good to go until midnight, at least. Also, it doesn't show, but Life made a pretty good point that, you know, I do need to, like, keep in mind when this was made. It checks out that Rintaro, being who he is awkward with dating and isn't able to come up with a simple solution to a problem regarding dating. It's true. It's true. I may be a bit too harsh on the guy. So I'm gonna try to, you know, be a little less harsh on him. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but anyway, so yeah, so I'm gonna try not to like bring it up too much more, because I feel like I've been talking a lot about like what I think about this whole thing. Like we get it already. I'm just gonna play a video game. The next morning I head to the shrine to meet with Luca. She's already waiting in the courtyard. When she sees me, she smiles and waves her hand. Too cute. Must resist.
おはようございます。
なあ、うん。
今日はそのどこへ？
それより、ルカ子。
はい。
Make up my mind and throw out the question. Oh god, what are you about to ask?
男だった頃の記憶が残っていないか?
Oof, I feel like that wasn't a great question to ask, but I mean, I guess he does want to know. Luca twitches for a moment, and then she hangs her head.
そんなことありません。
本当に?
Luca just nods stiffly. I consider a more forceful approach, but the words of that dating manual blaze inside my head. Whatever you do, don't make the girl sad. You might get dumped. If I get dumped, then what will happen to our 4-day agreement? Luca might refuse to turn back into a guy. No, Luca's not like that. Mayuri's life hangs in the balance, so I'm sure no matter what I say, she'll turn back. Or is it naive of me to think that? Either way, even though I'm doing this to save Mayuri, I can't just trample on Luca's pure maidenly heart. Yeah, spare her feelings a little bit. Neither one of us speaks. Mutual distrust? Suspicion? Discomfort? One word could shatter our temporary relationship. Luca's the first to break up the suffocating
ご
silence.
めんなさい。今日のデート中止にしましょう。
Luca bows her head and goes back into the shrine office. I hurt her. I feel guilty, but at the same time, relieved. I hate myself for it. Man, he is trying his best. Instead of returning to the lab, I stand on the bridge in front of the station and gaze blankly at the stream of people. I like that it's showing that the time machine is gone now. Ferris might be visiting the lab. Ferris was at the lab on this day when I first came to this world line. My actions shouldn't have influenced Mayuri's, so she should have called Ferris over to show her the costumes. Right now, I don't want to see anybody. I need to think. But try as I might, no ideas come. No solutions. Luca agreed to go back to being a guy if I went out with her for a time. I've stayed faithful to that, so... Faithful? How? I just made a huge mistake back there. I've done nothing but make Luca sad. Tomorrow's the 15th. The day Kamima opens and the day Mayuri dies. At the very least, I need to make our relationship last until that evening. Tomorrow is the end. But I'm not confident I can show Luca a fun time. Alright, so instead of fussing over a date, I'll just try something that won't make Luca sad. Okay. The next morning, after Mayuri and Daru have left for Ariake, I head to the shrine to pick up Luca. We hop the train at Akiba Station. When she looks askance at me, I tell her we're going to see Mayuri. Today it won't be just the two of us. I don't know what to say when we're alone. I'm afraid I'll just hurt her again. It's time to try something different. Yeah, just hang out. When we get off at the train at Tokyo Big Sight, Luca stares in wonder at the scene spread before her. People, people, people. People as far as the eye can see. Welcome to Kamima, the Otaku Festival. It's the first day, so Big Sight's more crowded than usual. This is my plan, to take Luca to Kamima. I'm not making her cosplay, of course. Luca wouldn't even do it at Mayuri's request, and I don't want to force her to do anything she doesn't want to. We're just here to look and have fun. First order of business is to hook up with Mayuri and Daru. Those two live and breathe Kamima, so I'm sure they'll have a lot to talk about. Conversation will flow and I'll be off the hook. How wonderful to have friends you can count on. Of course, bringing a date to Kamima is a surefire way to earn myself the hatred of otaku everywhere. But no matter. I'll endure their contempt if it's what it takes to make Luca happy. You know, that's normal of you, dude. So resolved, I strike out through the crowd towards our designated rendezvous point. Luca, clearly overwhelmed by the sheer number of people, struggles to follow behind. Near the edge of the parking lot, I see the petite Mayuri wave her hands high. There aren't as many people here. Aww! I like this CG! It's cute!
初めて来たけどすごいねゆっくりしていってね
ダルゴ
ダル君はグッズを手に入れるために並んでる最中だから抜け出せないんだってひとしきり戦利品をゲットしたら合流するかもって言ってたよ
Damn, that means he won't join up with us for at least another hour. Couldn't he forego the battle just this once? Luca's eyes dart from place to place. She's clearly uncomfortable in the chaotic atmosphere. There's still some awkwardness between us after what happened yesterday. Even on the train ride, we barely spoke to each other. What's the point of being a couple if it turns out like this? It was easier to talk when we weren't supposed to be boyfriend and girlfriend. Luca seemed to enjoy herself more too. Was it a mistake to bring her to Kamima? Well, Luca didn't refuse. Even when I told her we were going to Kamima, she just nodded obediently.
今日はマユシーが会場を案内してあげるよって言ってもね人が多いから邪魔にならないようにしなくちゃまずはコスプレ会場に行ってそれから中に入ろうかな
Mayuri's more cheerful than usual. She must be happy to have us here.
ねえねえ二人とも何が見たい
ルカ子見たいものはあるか
いえ
Luca shakes her head.
よくわからないので岡部さんの見たいものを見に行きたいです
俺は別にそれほど興味があるわけじゃない
That'd be a bad thing to say. Oof. Luca looks unhappy. Crap, I shouldn't have answered like that.
ねえねえルカちゃんコスプレ会場に行ったらね絶対にコスプレに対する考え方が変わるよ
Mayuri talks happily to Luca. I'm glad I chose to rely on this ditz who can't read the mood.
恥ずかしいとか
Oof.
そういうのはちっともなくてねみんなとっても楽しそうなんだからマユシーのコスを着てくれてるレイヤーさん楓ちゃんと吹雪ちゃんって言うんだけど2人のことも紹介するねでねできれば明日も来てほしいなそしたらねオカリンとルカちゃんの分のコスも用意しておくから
Kojias!
オカリンにはね
Hero-san!
コードジアースのゼロサム様コスが似合うと思うんだ
Mayuri is pushing her cosplay agenda. That's why she's so happy. He could cosplay as the protag of Code Geass. Smash hit anime TV series broadcast in 2006. The story revolves around a young man who obtains a magical eye that can control minds and uses it to start a revolution. And Zero Sum is the protagonist of Code Geass. Code Geass is just Code Geass, but everyone wears jeans. He is the young noble of the rebellion who hides his identity behind a mask.
オカリンが一緒ならねルカちゃんも安心してコスプレできる
Don't pressure Luca! Please don't pressure Luca.
どうかな
She's uncomfortable already.
マユシー的には思うんだ
却下だな
ごめんなさいそんな
Mayuri slumps her shoulders in disappointment. In the end, Luca and I got fed up with the amount of people and left Ariake early. We took the direct shuttle bus to Akiba that only runs during Kamima, but it was so cramped inside I thought I was gonna die. Oh god, cramped buses are the worst. Just stop worrying about the boyfriend thing. Just be honest with her.
No.
And tell her that you just wanted her to be happy. By the time we get back to Akiba, Luca and I are exhausted. My feet feel like blocks of lead and I don't even have the energy to attempt conversation. The two of us schlep back to the shrine. That's a good word. I like that word. Without speaking a word, like Spanish monks under a vow of silence. Luca doesn't raise a single complaint. Taking her to Kamima was obviously a mistake. Luca's expression has been stiff ever since we met up with Mayuri. Maybe she's still traumatized by otaku. First time I met Luca, he was being harassed by otaku. Maybe they left a bad impression. We don't talk. I spent most of the day shoulder to shoulder with strangers. I can probably count on my fingers the words I said directly to Luca today. When we arrive at the shrine, our time as a couple will end. This is our last chance to talk as boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm confused. What should I talk about? Try thinking about things we have in common. The demon sword Samidare. The Seishin Zanma School of Swordmanship. Kurisu said to avoid Shinobu topics and the dating manual concurred. What else is there? It finally dawns on me. There's nothing else Luca and I share. Silence dominates the shrine. Silence should be calming, but it's not. So maybe it's just that, you know, this advice doesn't work for this particular couple. I've safely escorted Luca home. Mayuri's death is just 3 hours away. The temporary relationship between me and Luca ends here. Now I just need Luca to give me her mother's pager number. However, is it really okay to let it end like this? In the end, what have I done for Luca? I haven't done squat, have I? All I've done is hurt her. Suddenly, Luca starts sobbing. She covers her mouth with both hands but can't stop the tears from pouring from her eyes. When I approach her, Luca pulls back. Yeah, this ended badly. Luca wipes the corners of her eyes, but the tears keep flowing, forming a glistening line down each cheek. I'm speechless. I have no idea what to do. The girl is crying before my eyes. It's my duty as a man to comfort her. I know that, and yet no words come. I just stand there like a useless statue. The cause of Luca's tears is undoubtedly me. I didn't treat her right as my girlfriend, even if it was only a temporary arrangement. Now it ends with me watching as Luca cries. Luca. I'm the one who did this to her. I'm the cause of her grief. And yet... Ouch. That hurts. It's like this is probably the first relationship she's ever had. And it's gone so shitty. And yet she's still thanking him just for being around her. That hurts. She thanks me and bows her head. She lifts her head and smiles shyly through her tears. That's a lie.
Okabe-sanも好きになれてよかったです。
That has to be a lie. To my surprise, Luca takes my hand in hers. Her hand is very warm and delicate. This is the first time I've touched her since we became a couple. And it'll be the last. Damn, dude, you didn't even hold her hand? Like, I know, it's lewd, but like... Really? Even at Kamima? You didn't hold her hand? Luca places a note in my hand, and then she pulls away. She bows her head again. Luca turns her back to me, then disappears into the shrine office. I look at the note. There's a number written there. Probably her mother's pager number. She kept her promise. But I didn't keep mine. I can't let it end like this. I run full speed back to the lab. Ignoring Kurisu's calls to stop, I slap on the headgear and leap to the past. Yo! You know what? You know what? Okabe, unless you really fuck up, you are immune to Punch-a-Chuni. Because that's really noble of the guy. Okay, well, I don't know if you went back far enough. I regain consciousness in front of Akihabara Station. Luca's next to me. We're about to board the train for Kamima. Luca looks a little anxious, but she doesn't raise a single complaint. The shuttle bus pulls up. The huge line of people begins to move. We can't go to Kamima like this. Just ask her if she really wants to go. Tell her that you won't be mad if she says no. Once again, I mean, fuck. I mean, I should stop criticizing. I should stop. Shaking off my time leap-induced vertigo, I take Luca by the hand. Once we get out of the line, I let go of Luca's hand and start walking.
Okabe-san? バス来てますけど。
コミマに行くのは中止だ。
え？
俺は好きにやらせてもらう。
岡部さん、どこへ？岡部さん。
What's your plan here, dude? I keep walking with Luca's hand in mine, ignoring everything else. Luca looks bewildered at first, but eventually she says no more and just starts following me with a sad expression. We arrive at Yanabayashi Shrine, a place devoid of visitors, where an aura of peace and dignity dominates, where the cries of cicadas resound. Luca's home. Finally, I turn to face Luca. Instead of letting go, I grasp her warm hand even tighter than before. Perhaps it's the heat or perhaps it's our nervousness, but our hands are damp with sweat. But still, I don't let go. Luca's hanging her head. She might cry at any moment. Oh, I thought she was done. Oh god. Her lips tremble. Her voice trembles. I summon my resolve and answer her with a laugh.
何を勘違いしている？俺たちの恋人関係はまだ終了してないぜ。
I strike a pose and mimic a line from a popular card battling anime. Until I witnessed Mayuri's death, this was how I acted all the time. Now it takes some effort, but I still have it in me.
さっき言っただろ。俺の好きにさせてもらうと。さあ、我が弟子よ。今すぐ妖刀さみだれを持ってくるのだ。
The wind blows. The tree growing over the main building rustles its leaves in response. Luca looks at me blankly. Tears form in the corners of her eyes.
なんですだと？決まっているだろう。精神残魔流の修行だ。
修行？
この2ヶ月近く、俺たち2人でやってきた修行を忘れたのか？
いえ、でも岡部さん。
今日まだ。我が名を忘れたのか、ルカ子。俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティスト、法王院京馬だ。
Swallowing my embarrassment, I strike another pose. He's become too self-aware. He's become too self-aware to be funny, Chuni.
男だとか女だとか、そういうところで俺は混乱して、ルカ子との距離をうまくつかめずにいた。
Here we go! This is a nice resolution!
俺とルカ子の関係は初めから決まっていたんだ。そのことにようやく気づいた。
決まっ
お前は女だ。俺たち今日までのかりそめの恋人。
I take a deep breath. I gently comb my fingers through Luca's hair. I twist my lips into a grin.
そんなことはどうでもいい。俺は俺であり、ルカ子はルカ子であり、ルカ子は俺の弟子だ。
Hi, Patchy. Welcome back. You did miss a bit. You missed us going to Kamima and then Luca being really fucking sad about it. You also missed me eating soup. Although I did that off camera, so technically everyone missed that except for me. The soup was pretty tasty. I like Campbell's chicken noodle soup. It's not the highest quality stuff, but it's good. And I mean, I'm not exactly a fucking connoisseur of like good chicken noodle soups. My favorite chicken noodle soup is from Tim Hortons, for fuck's sake. Like, Tim Hortons isn't known for having good dinner foods. But like, still, soup's good. Sometimes you can buy like 4 cans of it for like $2.50. That's awesome. As I gently stroke her hair, Luca puts her warm hand on top of mine. The tears collected in the corners of her eyes suddenly fall.
龍馬さんは確かに僕の師匠です。
よく言った。さあルカ子よ、スタミナ量を持ってくるのだ。
Aw, this is really cute now!
待っててくださいね。すぐ取ってきますから。ここにいてくださいね。
どこにも行かないさ。だから早く行くんだ。
Luca reluctantly lets go of my hand, shyly turns away from me, and heads to the office, the shrine office. Can I read? These cicadas are fucking me up. Spend 4 hours training, just like we used to. Practice swings with the demon sword. Stories of the sword's history. Lectures on the intricacies of Seishin Zanma swordsmanship. All fabricated for my Chunibyo delusions. I talk. Luca, now dressed in her Miko robes, listens with rapt attention. Occasionally we take a break, sit on the shrine stairway, and eat sweet rice balls Luca's mother brings us. And that's how we spend an extraordinarily ordinary 4 hours. And that's awesome!
よし、今日はここまで。
Luca lowers her stance and slowly sheaths the demon sword, Samidare. She looks so beautiful and majestic standing there in flowing white robes, sword shining in her hands. I find myself mesmerized once again. Luca bows, snapping me out of it.
ありがとうございました。ちょっとだけ強くなれた気がします。
謙遜しなくていい。今日お前は精神三魔流奥義で32式さくらんぼを得得した。だが過信はするな。お前はまだまだ弱いんだからな。
はい、もっともっと京馬さんに教えてもらいたいです。
The breeze feels nice after the sweat we worked up. We savor our comfortable fatigue as we drink the... Why am I getting Facebook messages? I'm gonna see if it's something else about Puppy. That's... oh. So I know I mentioned before how my mom is getting a puppy. Not anytime soon. Like, the mother dog is still pregnant with the puppy that we're gonna be getting. But she's already got a little sweater for him when they go on car rides together. It's adorable. This dog is gonna be like another child to my mom, I swear to God. Anyways. We savor our comfortable fatigue as we drink the barley tea Luca's mother brought for us.
久しぶりに京馬さんのお話聞けた気がします。
ここ何日か俺の意識はマニュアルという恐ろしき封印術式により不安定な状態だったんだ。 だがもう完全復活
It does feel like a very mom thing.
よかったいつもの京馬さんが戻ってきてくれて
Luca answers happily, and then her expression turns serious as if she's made up her mind about something.
昨日僕に聞きましたよね男だった時の記憶が残っているかって
Luca looks away. I see her hands fidgeting in her lap. Finally, with trembling lips, she speaks.
僕覚えているんです
Oh, damn. No surprise. I expected she'd remember after what I experienced with Ferris.
覚えているというかなんて言ったらいいのかとても儚い感じ
儚い
はっきり思い出したわけじゃなくて記憶の海の底の方というか頭の
She lied yesterday. I mean, I don't blame her. Especially since, like, she may have even been worried that, like, Okabe was pretty much just, like, putting in the bare minimum in order to get what he needed to reverse the D-mail. Then Luca starts pawing at the air above and to the right of her head.
この辺にあるような感じです
I don't really get it.
とにかく覚えているんだな
What was that thing that Kurisu said about, like, which sides of the brain, like, men and women use? I don't remember it anymore. Luca nods.
すみません昨日は嘘をついちゃいました
She wasn't comfortable yesterday. Today was exactly, seemingly, what she wanted. The hero who saved her in that street of Akiba. Exactly! Like, now that she's comfortable, like, she's actually willing to talk about this. Ah, okay. Then, yeah, that... I was like, okay, it's specifically mentioning the right. So... yeah, very layman's terms, and she even said it was like a fringe theory. But either way, it's what the game's going with.
この俺法院京馬を欺いたのだから大したものだ
It's like if I could put up with the pseudoscience bullshit of zero escape, I can handle, you know, a tiny bit of pseudoscience from a game that is mostly stuck pretty well to reality.
そのおかげでお母さんのポケベルの番号も僕聞かなくても知っているんです
She takes out a piece of paper upon which is written the number.
今日はどんな結果になってもこれを渡すつもりでしたそれからもう一つ
One more thing.
記憶のことと関係しているかどうかわからないんですけど古いパソコンのありかについて
Oh, you know something! Now that I didn't expect. Me neither, bud.
5100のことが
はい多分そうだと思います
True, Luca did seem like she knew something about the IBN 5100. Plus, Luca's dad confirmed that it was here at the shrine. And then one day it suddenly disappeared. Does Luca know where it is now?
それが事実ならルカ子お前は男に戻らなくても済むかもしれない
Luca faintly shakes her head.
それは無理だと思います
なんで
Luca grips my hand.
ついてきてください案内します
She looks into my eyes. Luca is no longer crying. In the fading sunlight, her eyes shine with firm resolve. Yeah, this is a much better ending. She brings me to Daibiru. I look up at the huge, towering building.
ここに IBN5100 が。
そっちじゃなくてですね。
Luca faces away from Daibiru and points to a coin locker tucked in a narrow alley.
去年のお正月前、
Luca walks up to the coin locker as she
そ
talks.
の時までうちの神社にあのパソコンはあったんです。
Until New Year's. That's a contradiction. It was only 2 weeks ago that I found the IBN 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine, which means I really haven't returned to the original world line.
僕のせいなんです。僕が神事のお手伝いで倉庫をお掃除していた時に誤って壊しちゃったんです。
Oof.
壊した？
Luca nods.
でももしお父さんに知られたら怒られると思って、それで
So you hid it.
こっそりここまで持ってきて、
I mean, makes sense.
コインロッカーの中に隠したんです。
よくここまで持ってこられたな。あれは尋常じゃない重さだぞ。
家にあった台車を使いました。そのせいで台車まで壊れちゃったんですけど。
Oh, damn. Even so, it must have been hard to get it here with just a push cart. Maybe she was running on adrenaline.
京馬さんが探してるって聞いたとき、僕すごくびっくりして、本当のことずっと話そうって思ってたんですけど、嫌われるかもしれないって考えたら言い出せませんでした。
Oof.
バカだな。
Makes sense.
そんなことでお前を嫌うわけがないだろう。何しろお前は俺の弟子なのだからな。
はい。
Luca takes the locker key out of her pocket.
もう1年半以上放置したから管理会社に持っていかれちゃったかもしれませんけど。
1年半放置か。だとしたら絶望的だな。
This locker charges 200 yen per day. Normally, if a coin locker goes unpaid for more than a few days, the management retrieves the contents. And if the owner doesn't claim it within a month, it's usually thrown away. Meaning the IBN 5100 is all ready. Luca goes to a large locker at the end of the row, inserts the key, and tries the lock.
あ、鍵かかってないみたいです。
確定だな。
Sure enough, Luca opens the door to reveal an empty locker.
すみません。
Either way, it doesn't matter. There's no point in retrieving a broken IBN 5100. But I don't tell her that.
お前が責任を感じなくてもいい。俺が安易に世界を歪ませたのが一番の元凶なんだからな。
京馬さん。
That's why I must bear the burden. Mayuri's pain, Suzuha's pain, Ferris's pain, and now Luca's pain. Something occurs to me. What if I send a email telling Luca not to sweep the storehouse? How would that change the world line? The IBN 5100 stay at Yanabayashi Shrine, ready for me to retrieve in August as planned? Part of me wants to try sending that email. I mean, we're not gonna be able to send it to the phone wave. Yeah, it's not gonna work. If it works, Luca could stay a girl. I mean, I'll keep trying it! Yeah, we can't call anyone. Maybe send a D-mail? No, but we would have to go through this to do that. No, I mustn't give in to the temptation. My goal is to restore the world line, not warp it further. Fix the past to save Mayuri. That is my mission.
あの
Yeah, makes sense. Would have been interesting if there was like an option to do that
な
though.
んだか奇妙なんです。
奇妙とは？
僕の記憶の中にはあのパソコンのことについての2つの記憶が混ざっていて、1つはパソコンを壊した僕の記憶、もう1つはそんなパソコンは全然知らないし倉庫のお掃除もしなかった僕の記憶。男だった僕はパソコンを壊してません。倉庫の掃除の代わりに本殿のお掃除をしていたから。
So Luca swept the storehouse because she became a girl. As she swept the storehouse, she broke the IBN 5100 and deposited it into this coin locker. As a result, the IBN 5100 will never reach me. Is this the butterfly effect? Sounds like
やっ
it.
ぱり僕が男に戻るしか方法はないみたいです。
There's no longer any doubt in her eyes. There's no choice. She knows it as well as I. We return empty-handed to Yanabayashi Shrine, which has dyed scarlet by the setting sun. Luca lets go of my hand after we arrive. We spend the whole walk hand in hand. Then she turns to me.
今度こそお別れですね。
ああ。
京馬さんと修行ができて本当に良かったです。
She smiles shyly again, but her cheeks are dyed pink. I can tell she's desperately holding back her tears. Those tears hold— yeah, lewd! How dare you hold hands! Those tears hold a different meaning than the ones I saw before I time leaped. At least, I'd like to think so.
俺はお前に恋人らしいことは何もしてやれなかったな。
そんなことはどうでもいいですよ。
そうだった。
Aw, this is a nice resolution! As much as I shit on this chapter before, like, this is a nice resolution to it. I'm sincerely relieved because Luca smiled for me.
まゆりちゃんのこと助けてあげてください。まゆりちゃんは僕にとっても大事なお友達ですから。
She's really important to a lot of people.
ルカ子。
もう行ってください。出ないと僕泣いちゃいそうで。
Aww.
だからお願いします。今日までありがとうございました。こういう時は例の合言葉ですよね。
Oh? Oh!
最こんがり。
That's so sweet!
コングルーだ。
Find myself smiling. Luca forces a smile too.
エルサイコングルフです。
Aww. That's adorable! She bows deeply. She doesn't raise her head. A sign for me to go already. Yep. It's time. Turn back to the archway at the shrine's entrance. My feet are heavy. They won't advance. I stop in front of the stairs. Then I take out my phone. Oh, really?
もしもし岡部、まゆりから電話あったわよ。プンプンしてた。あんたがコミマに来る約束をすっぽかしたって。
クリスティーナ、今から言う番号を電話レンジカッコ仮に入力してくれ。
何よ、どういうことか説明して。
いいから頼む。これから D メールを送る。
I hear a sigh on the other end of the phone.
番号は
I tell her Luca's mother's pager number with another string of numbers attached. asterisk 2 asterisk 2292983183129293 no 8318312929. Meat, veg, meat, veg. When she sees this, Luca's mother will probably think it's a prank. And then she'll assume the D-mail we sent earlier was also a prank. If that still doesn't change the world line, we can just try something else. Pagers in 1992 didn't display the sender's number. Luca's mother wouldn't know who sent it. I already told Curtis the timer setting. Everything is ready. Hang up once I confirm that the 42-inch CRT is on. And I got my pencil ready. I'm gonna jot this down so I can keep track of how much divergence happens. Now I just need to call the phone wave. Then the world line will change. Luca will turn back into a guy. Her memories will disappear. Mayuri won't die today. However, I hesitate to open my address book. My thoughts turn to Luca, who is probably still watching me from behind. If I turn around, what will I see on her face? I want to check, but I don't think she'd want that. Luca finally smiled for me today, but I still have lingering reservations inside. This time I'm about to sacrifice Luca's memories. Memories of the 17 years she lived as a girl on this world line. Memories of her parents who rejoiced when their daughter was born. I'm just checking to make sure that I'm not, like, locking myself onto a bad end route here, because I've done that before. I'm about to erase all of that. But if I don't, I'll be rejecting the 17 years Luca lived as a guy. I'll be rejecting the memories of his parents who rejoiced when their son was born. Even so, is it okay to turn Luca back into a guy? I'm lost, and I can't take another step. I've sacrificed the memories of 2 friends already. The sight of their tears is burned into my mind. You have to. Something soft presses against my back. Luca has embraced me from behind. I hear faint sobbing. What expression is she making now? Even without looking, I can tell. Yeah, I figured. Her words are like needles stabbing into my heart. Because then you guys can't be together. Yeah. I have nothing against homosexuals. I mean, different time period, you know. But unfortunately, I am heterosexual. I won't be able to answer Luca's feelings if he's a guy. I shouldn't be nitpicky. It just felt like a very stilted way to put it, but I mean, I understand why. Yeah, exactly. They explained it. It's like the more it goes on, the more I'm kind of like, you know, I'm not as mad at the guy, you know, for acting the way that he does, because, like, it's a different time period that was less accepting, and also, like, dude's just awkward at dating in general, so it didn't help. Exactly. Exactly. It's like, it's probably just like a very fucking weird situation for him to be in.
まゆりちゃんを助けたい気持ちは僕にもあるからしょうがないって理性では理解できていてもやっぱり辛いです。
Yeah.
せめて今日の記憶だけは残しておきたかったです。
We're gonna have to lie to her, aren't we?
こんなに辛い気持ちを味わうって知ってたなら女の子になりたいなんて願うんじゃなかった。
Oof.
ルカ子。
すみません。そんなことはどうでもいいの気持ちですよね。
Ow. I get the feeling that people have said that to her a lot.
お前が男に戻っても俺にとってルカ子はルカ子だ。それは変わらない。
Pain without love. Pain. Can't get enough.
そう言ってもらえて嬉しいです。岡部さん、メール送ってください。お願いします。早く送って。これ以上岡部さんのぬくもりを感じていたら僕もっと嫌なこと言っちゃいそうだから。
Are we actually able to send the D-mail right now? No, we can't.
気持ちを我慢できなくなっちゃうから。
だが
Is this really okay?
岡部さん、お願い。
I'm about to sacrifice someone again. Is it my place to make that decision? My fingers tremble around my phone. But Luca embraces those trembling fingers with her own.
僕のこと覚えていてくれますか。
はあ。
With just one call to the phone wave, I can send a message to Luca's mother's pager. Can I?
女の子だった僕のこと。
はあ。
Can I make the call? Luca places her finger on top of mine, on top of the send button.
ありがとう岡部さん。さようなら僕の好きな人。
Don't mind me just screaming IRL out of pain, or did I do something wrong? Fuck yeah! 3307. And we completed the chapter! Fuck yes, sir. Alright. Oh, just pain. Okay. I was really scared that I fucked up by calling it so soon. Halfway to 1. The warmth of Lukako's hand slips away as the vertigo hits me. I'm still at the shrine, but I no longer feel Luka clinging to my back. I turn around slowly. Luka is standing a short distance away as if to see me off. No tears, just a bewildered smile. My chest feels like it's about to burst. I hold it back.
なあ、ルカ子。
はい。
お前は
I hesitate for a moment, but I have to know.
男だよな。
はい。そうですけど。
We did it, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't feel good, but we did it. She is gone. He has returned. Cuter than any girl. Looks good in Miko robes, but he's a guy. I bite my lip.
お前は俺のこと
That's a loaded
好
question!
きか？
いきなり何を。
好きか？
尊敬してます。
He respects me. I don't deserve his respect. But that's not what matters now. Luka's answer seemed clear, but wasn't. He didn't answer the question.
男に戻ったら
Yep.
岡部さんへのこの気持ち封印しなくちゃいけないから。
Luka might still like me, even though he's a guy again. However, he'll never speak honestly about those feelings. This is what Luka decided for himself. It would be wrong to pry any further. Maybe I'm just running away. Maybe I should pry, force him to confront his feelings. But I'm not strong enough to accept the consequences. I'll just end up hurting Luka.
ありがとう。お前にはこれからもずっと俺の弟子でいてほしい。それでいいか？
はい、もちろんです。
I look away, unable to bear his shy smile. The world line has changed. Luka is a guy again. Which means the IBN 5100 should be here at the shrine. On the previous world line, girl Luka broke the IBN 5100 while cleaning the storehouse. But guy Luka didn't clean the storehouse. He never broke the IBN 5100. It's 6:46 p.m. Judging by past experience, it is very likely that I've averted Mayuri's death for today, but just in case, I should get back to the lab within the hour.
ルカ子、お前は去年この神社の倉庫で古いパソコンを壊した覚えがあるか？
古いパソコンですか？
There we go! We got it!
うちにはなかった気がしますけど。
Yeah, I do feel like we have to undo Moeka's now. And it is gonna be harder because she's around her. But I mean... It's like, on one hand, like, okay, so the way that I'm thinking this is gonna play out is we're gonna just try to use the IBN 5100 as is. But the fact that she has a new cell phone or a different model is gonna be, like, important to this. Somehow. Like, maybe the old one, like, breaks at an opportune moment, and she isn't able to communicate with her team for a bit, which would buy us extra time. But yeah, undoing that is gonna... Oof.
僕、パソコンはよくわからなくて、ろくに触ったこともないんです。
When Luka was a girl, she trembled when I asked her the same question, and then she forced a smile as if to avoid admitting that she broke the computer. But he's not trembling now. Luka honestly doesn't know.
父上に会わせてくれ。
I asked Luka to fetch his father for me so I can ask him about whether or not the IBN 5100 was in the storehouse.
古いパソコン？確かにそんな記憶がありますね。見てきましょう。 ちょっと待っていてください。
He heads to the storeroom out back, just like on the previous world line. But on the previous world line, the IBM 5100 was no longer in the storehouse since girl Luca had secretly moved it. How will it turn out this time? Luca's dad returns after about 10 minutes. His expression is grave. That's all the answer I need. Nothing has changed. Oh, so it's just not there. Wild, because from what I remember, the IBM 5100 didn't leave until after we changed Luca's. Moeka's didn't change things. So I wonder what's so different this time. I mean, this time it is. I believe the last time that we got the IBM 5100, it was on like August 7th or 8th. So maybe it's just that with the different cell phone, she was able to somehow locate it better?
見つかりません。なくなっています。
Yeah. I mean, it has to be tied to Moeka's D-mail somehow, because that's how things have gone lately, right? I quickly glance at Luca's face. Blank. He doesn't seem to know anything. She might be lying. Oh god, you're right! How did I not consider that? Luca's innocent, I'm sure of it. Because also, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my god. I hate Okabe right now. Because I just realized, didn't she send that D-mail after we showed her the fucking IBM 5100 and told her where it was? Like where we found it. Didn't that happen? It was a long time ago, so I legitimately don't remember. But fucking that happened, right? Like she knew where it was and then she sent the D-mail. She sent the D-mail to herself so that this way she would know in the past where we found the IBM 5100. Fuck.
倉庫の鍵が壊されていました。何者かが持ち去ったかもしれません。
持ち去った？
It didn't disappear? I don't know if we did. But she could have deleted it. Like the whole thing with Moeka is that she types extremely quickly. All we would have had to do is like look away from her for just a second and she probably could have sent it. A completely different D-mail. A thief took it.
重いものを引きずったような跡がありました。年末に大掃除をした時にはあんな跡はありませんでしたし、鍵も1ヶ月ほど前にたまたま確認した時は壊されていませんでした。まさか泥棒に入られるとは。
じゃあ警察に届けないと。
While they discuss what to do, I sigh and consider the situation.
倉庫にないと意味がないんだ。
The IBM 5100 is still out of reach. There are 2 D-mails left to cancel. Something tells me that if I can cancel just one more, I can get back the IBM 5100. Which one? It's Moeka's 100%.
なんだかよくわからないですけど、気を落とさないでください。
Although then again, if we cancel the D-mail about the lottery, that's the only other one that changed the timeline, right? It's after that that Okabe accepts that the time machine works. So maybe if we cancel that one instead, we don't meet up with Moeka, we don't let it slip that we have a time machine, and she just, like, doesn't follow us. It sounds super far-fetched, though. I don't know if that would really work the way that I'm saying that it will. It had a small divergence change. It did. But, like, if Okabe thinks that, you know, maybe the time machine doesn't work, he wouldn't go blabbing about it to Moeka. Because it did still change the timeline. It did still result, like, that was the first time that Okabe really, like, jumped timelines since the very beginning of the game. And it was the first intentional timeline jump. So maybe changing how that was experienced will change the rest of it. Again, it's, you know, all a hypothetical. And it'd be worth a shot before we, like, try and tackle Moeka's, because, like we said before, we have no idea if she was lying.
そんなことどうでもいいの精神ですよ。
I chuckle. Luke is so adorable when he's trying to cheer me up. But he's a guy.
その言葉、使い方が間違っているぞ。
I wave goodbye and leave the shrine. 2 D-mails remain. First, the one I sent to myself with the winning lotto 6 numbers. That one should be easy to cancel. The problem is the other one. The one sent by someone I wish I could forget. Kiryu Moeka. I know the gist of her D-mail since she sent it as part of our early experiments. When Moeka asked to send a D-mail, I agreed under 2 conditions. First, make the contents simple enough that the D-mail's effects would be obvious. Second, make the contents public to all lab mems. Moeka ended up sending a D-mail to prevent herself from buying a new phone a few days prior. The D-mail was sent to July 31st, an easy date to remember. The question is how it relates to the theft of the IBN 5100. Must be the butterfly effect, as it was with Luca's D-mail. Yeah, and that was, yeah, prevent herself from buying a new phone. So maybe with her old phone, like, maybe the new phone, like, caused problems for her, and that's why she wanted to change it. This time, however, I will not hesitate to do what is necessary. Kiryu Moeka does not deserve my sympathy. That woman and her men have killed Mayuri more times than I can bear to remember. I will show her no mercy. There's just one problem. The cancellation email needs to be sent from Moeka's own phone. I don't think a message from me telling her to not change phones would sway Moeka's intentions in the slightest. I need her phone, but I don't know where to find her. What do I do? Yeah, that is a problem. I return to the lab and set things up so I can time leap at a moment's notice. Fortunately, that isn't necessary.
お腹いっぱい。マユシーは今日はほとんど何も食べてなかったからずっとペコペコだったんだよ。
明日もあるの？
明日だけじゃなくて明後日もあるの。
Yeah, conventions tend to be 3-day affairs. Mayuri and I just got back. No, we didn't go with her. Mayuri just got back from Kamima 30 minutes ago. She and Kurisu, who stayed behind at the lab, have just finished eating cup noodles. It's already past 8, and so far, nothing has happened. Mayuri is still alive. Going by the pattern, her death has probably been postponed until about this time tomorrow. Is this the will of some higher being? God, fate, the universe itself? Or is it merely coincidence? That doesn't matter now.
さてさて、マユシーは明日早いからもう帰るね。
Mayuri takes a big stretch and starts getting ready to go home. She's been up since 5 this morning. Looks like she plans to wake up early tomorrow too. That reminds me, I haven't seen Daru at all. He's fighting in the Kamima Holy War too, so that doesn't surprise me. Busy checking his spoils, I guess.
ねえねえ、クリスちゃんやオカリンはコミマ行かないの？
俺はパスだが助手が行きたいそうだ。
はあ？
Kurisu jumps up at my answer.
ちょっと岡部、何勝手に捏造してんのよ。
さっきまで興味津々な様子でマユリのコスプレ話を聞いていたではないか。
そうだけど、誰も行くとは言ってない。
行こうよ、クリスちゃん。
I know that Kurisu is an at channeler, but is she an otaku? Not all at channelers are otaku, but she has often hinted at an interest in cosplay.
お断りよ。人が多すぎて息が詰まりそう。
今日と比べるとね、2日目はそんなに多くないよ。午後から来れば快適そのものなんだから。人気のある同人誌なんかは売り切れちゃうけどね。
岡部がついてきなさいよ。あんたまゆりの保護者でしょ。
違うよ、まゆしーはね、オカリンの人質。
あ、はいはい、そうだったな。人質に逃げられちゃまずいでしょ。手錠でもかけて同行すれば。
俺にはこの秋葉でやらなければならないことがある。
何よ、やらなきゃならないことって。
The search for Kiryu Moeka. I already sent her an email. We need to talk, and now I'm waiting her reply. Something tells me it's not gonna work.
無言ってことは単に行きたくないだけか。
クリスティーナ、話がある。
また？相変わらず唐突ね。
またとはどういう意味だ？
別に。
何話って何？最近オカリンとクリスちゃん仲良しさんだよね。いつも2人、まゆし
Oh, I skipped that. Whoops.
秘密の会議に参加したい気持ち。
Or at least I skipped the voice line. I read it, but like.
タイムリープマシンについての協議をしているだけだ。おそらくマユリが参加してもちんぷんかんぷんだと思うぞ。
Not entirely accurate, but not a lie either.
そしてこれからクリスティーナに話そうとしているのはいかにしてこいつを小見舞い行かせるかという内容だ。マユリを期待して待っていろ。ふーはははは。
わかった。ありがとね、オカリン。
Mayuri waits in the lab as I take Kurisu outside.
というわけでクリスティーナ、
コミマに行くつもりはないから。
お前さっきまたと言ったな。ここでこうして1対1での相談を何度もしている。
ついに記憶に錯乱が見られるようになったか。狂気のマッドサイエンティストさんはアセチルコリンが減少してるんじゃない？
A neurotransmitter. Acetyl. Whatever that fucking word is, levels in the hippocampus increase when learning or remembering. I don't have many good levels of those. I think I have a deficiency of that.
真面目に答えろ。
あんたなんか変よ。
頼む、答えてくれ。
答えるも何も。
Maybe from all that
岡
time
部がさっ
leaping.
き言っ
Yeah,
た通りよ。
true.
もう 4,5 回くらいこうして外に出て2人でタイムリープマシンをどうするかについて話してる。
俺がタイムリープしていることについては。
For an instant, Kurisu opens her eyes wide in surprise. Then she gives me an angry glare.
知ってるの？
I nod.
かれこれ10回以上だな。
そんなに？何勝手な真似してんのよ。
And we gotta explain again! Looks like she doesn't know anything about Luca or my shifting between world lines. That's only natural. So far I've changed world lines a total of 3 times. Let's call the first world line where Mayuri died Alpha 1. The world line where Ferris and I fought the viral attackers is Alpha 2. The world line where I dated girl Luca is Alpha 3. And now I'm on Alpha 4. From my perspective, Alpha 1, Alpha 2, and Alpha 3 were undone by my D-mails. But for Kurisu and everyone else on Alpha 4, those world lines are nothing but separate, intangible possibilities to begin with. I guess I have to explain everything again. I sigh heavily and then begin.
おおむね把握した。
After I'm done, Kurisu sighs and lightly pats my arm.
あんまり無茶しないで。
Too late!
常習に励まされるとは屈辱だな。
なんで屈辱なのよ。せっかく優しくしてやったのに。ほんといちいち偉そうだな、あんた。
I
い
sigh
ちいち偉そうだな、あんた。
heavily and then begin.
いちいち偉そうだな、あんた。
To
いちいち偉そうだな、あんた。
Kurisu,
同情などいらない。全ては俺の軽率な行動が起こしたことだ。自業自得なんだ。って常習にこの話をするのはかれこれ4回目か5回目くらいだが、毎回こうやって自虐的になるな。
岡部、
俺の心配より真由里の心配をしてくれ。おそらく
Hachi's
真由
almost
里は
swallowed water the wrong way.
死ぬ。
Eh.
どんな死に方かはわからない。
If Mayuri stays away from the lab, she can probably avoid running into Moeka and her men. It doesn't matter though, she'll die all the same. All Alpha world lines converge on her death. Escaping the attractor field is the only way to save her.
お前には悪いと思うが、明日真由里の死を見届けてほしい。
だからコミマに行けって言ったのか。
死は回避できない。抵抗は無駄だ。お前は見届けて俺に連絡するだけでいい。お前からの連絡が来たらタイムリープする。
真由里が死ぬのが分かっていながら何もできないなんて。全然実感が湧かないけど事実なんでしょうね。あんたの目を見れば分かる。大丈夫？
大丈夫じゃない。真由里を助けるためにはまだ。
真由里のこともそうだけど。
Listen, he's having a bad time. I'm pretty sure you can tell that from the explanation alone. Kurisu
私
interrupts
が聞
me.
いたのはあんたのこと。
俺がどうしたって。
あんまり気負いすぎないで。
It's rare for her to look so concerned for me.
言っただろう。俺の心配より真由里の心配をしろと。俺は明日桐生萌香を探す。
If Mayuri doesn't die tomorrow, I can postpone the time leap. If Mayuri does die tomorrow, I'll return to the past no matter what.
できれば真由里に痛い思いをさせたくないがな。
だったら今からタイムリープしちゃえばいい。
この世界線においていつがデッドラインなのか、それを見極めておかないと計画をうまく立てられないだろう。
こんなこと言うとなんだけど、私は真由里が死ぬところなんて見たくない。
気持ちはわかるが頼めるのはお前しかいない。
随分信用されてるのね。
何しろお前は俺の助手だからな。
Kurisu forces a laugh at my feeble attempt at a joke.
偉そうに。
We have our plan. Kurisu will go to her first Kamima. Mayuri will be so delighted when I tell her the news. Oh, we're receiving mail. Mayuri. Morning, Okarin. I'm heading off now. Join up with Mayuri. Heading to Ariake. Kind of excited, lol. I had no idea it would be this crowded. Save me! Oof. I haven't seen Mayuri all day. I want to be with her, of course, but that's not possible. Moeka hasn't replied, which means I have to find her myself. Fortunately, I don't know anything about her. My only clue is Arc Rewrite, the company Moeka supposedly worked at. Find it after a quick search online. Sure enough, their business is producing articles for PC magazines. Luckily, their office is in Akiba. I try calling first, but it goes to voicemail. I guess they're still closed for the Obon holiday. Or maybe it's just a bad time? Looks like I've got no choice but to visit them in person. It's the second day of Kamima and Akiba is deserted. Most of the otaku are lined up at Big Sight right now. I've experienced the craze of Kamima several times, firsthand. It's literal war. It scares me whenever Mayuri goes alone. Can't help but imagine her trampled by a horde of crazed otaku. But in reality, Mayuri's surprisingly quick and tough. I've seen her weave through crowds like you wouldn't believe. Kurisu's the one more likely to get trampled. can't help but feel sorry for her. Maybe it was wrong to ask her to go. I find the ARC rewrite office in a fancy-looking building on the outskirts of Akiba. I take the elevator up, but there's nobody there. I lean against the wall and wait. After about 30 minutes, a man dressed in a shirt and tie appears. I explain that I'm a relative of Kiryu Moeka and ask for her contact info. He gives an unexpected answer.
そんな名前のバイトはうちにはいないな。
Yeah, it makes sense. It was part of her backstory.
いない？
Damn, I've been tricked. I should have known better. Moeka's working for CERN. Of course her place of employment is fake. Is this the end of the line? Just as I'm about to turn around and leave, the man pounds his hand as if he remembered something.
いや待った。確か2日だけ来て音信不通になったバイトの女がいたな。そいつが桐生って名前だったような。まだ履歴書残ってたかな。
I frantically bow my head and ask him to look for it. He's reluctant, but acquiesces? The address lined up in the listed on the resume leads me to a beat-up old apartment. Not the sort of place you'd expect a single young woman to live. I feel strange unease as I approach the apartment. For some reason, there's a police car parked in front of the complex. A uniformed officer is standing up front. And one room on the second floor, room 202, Moeka's. Ooh, just a sec. My speakers decided to stop working. It's okay though, because I've realized that, there's a way that I can keep it from... There we go. There's a way that I can keep the mic, or the speakers, from refusing to connect. Instead of hitting, like, oh yeah, that's what I have connected, I just click on the pop-up instead, and it brings up a separate window, and for some reason from there, it connects no problem every single time, and it's all good. Also, there's a room on the second floor, room 202, Moeka's, that has a blue sheet covering the door. What's going on here? I walk up to the police officer. This doesn't have a voice line. My audio should be working. My audio is working. What's going on with the game? I think the game just froze. I can't go back, but I can go here. I think we have to... Yeah, I can't even click on the cell phone. So I think quick load is the only thing we can do. And then just skip ahead. Alright, furious clicking. Wait a minute, I have an auto clicker. Don't I? I don't have an auto clicker? I thought I got one. I'm gonna get an auto clicker because I don't wanna... The game just... Wait a minute. The game just did it again! Still at the shrine, but I no longer feel... Turn around slowly. The game is just, refusing to work. Restarting game. Yeah, that might help. Let's try this. If this doesn't work, then I'll just, I'll end the stream for the night because maybe, restarting it will help. Alright, let's open the game again. Because it only happened whenever I Whenever my speakers stopped working. Okay. Center. Load. Quick load. Load this data. Endless apoptosis. Warmth of Lucas' hand slips away from me. Oh, it wasn't playing the sound effects either. Ah, okay, so it must have been a sound thing. That's fucking weird. Alright, time to give myself carpal tunnel syndrome.
なあ、
はい。
お前は男。
はい。そうですけど。
お前は
I wonder, wait a
いき
minute.
なり。
If I reload to this.
すいません。あそこの部屋の人は引っ越したんですか？
Woo! I'm so fucking smart! Take a sip of water. I'm so glad I made that save.
あ？違うよ。
じゃあ、
君、関係者？
知り合いです。
何も聞いてないの？
The police officer looks uncomfortable. The bad feeling in my gut is getting worse.
何が起きたんですか？
自殺だよ。
Oh, she killed herself. Suicide? But why?
それはいつ？
昨日だ。
Ooh, okay, so maybe because she didn't get to us in time. I don't know who FB is the thing, but she was saying that she had to kill Mayuri for FB. Maybe CERN has like a loved one of hers. FB is their initials. And because she didn't get to them in time, they killed her loved one. Okay, so basically we reversed Luca's D-mail after a whole bunch of fucking shenanigans. Now we're trying to reverse Moika's because we have to reset the timeline, and it seems that something with the phone led to probably the Rounders breaking in and stealing the IBN 5100 from Yanabayashi Shrine. So we need to reverse her D-mail. And so we ended up finding out where she lived. We came here, and the cop just told us that she killed herself. Just yesterday.
そんな。
ご遺体は近くの千代田第三病院に運ばれてるはずだから。身寄りが誰もいないみたいでね。困ってたんだ。会いに行ってやってくれないかな。
I mean, one hell of a way to get her cell phone, but sure. I bow my thanks and leave. She's dead. Moika's dead? What's going on? It doesn't make any sense. Suicide? Moika, who killed Mayuri in cold blood? Committed suicide? Or is this just part of the conspiracy? Could her own men have killed her and then made it look like a suicide? Today is the 16th. 2 months? Wait, no. On World Line Alpha 1, Moika raided the lab on the 13th. 3 days have passed since then. Each time I change world lines, Mayuri's death gets pushed back one day. So does Moika's raid. Okay, I think this is the second time that I've made this mistake, but I'm gonna break character for a sec because that's the second time I made that mistake. Alright, so real talk, guys. I know on Twitter it says my birthday is the 14th. It's the 16th. Like, IRL. But I've set my VTuber birthday to be a couple days ahead so that this way I can spend my birthday with my family and not have to worry about doing birthday streams. So this way I kind of get the best of both worlds. But every time the 16th comes up, I'm like, oh, that's my birthday! And fucking, I can't stop myself every time. That's like the third time that I've been like, oh, the 16th! August 16th! That's 2 months after my birthday! And no! This is why I can't play a character on these streams very much. I mean, I do to a certain extent, like with backstory stuff, but I mean... fucking... Anyways. Out of character moment over. I'm going back to letting you guys have your immersion. Sorry, guys. It's just, I've made that mistake too many times, and I wanted to make it clear, like, what's happening. Basically, I lied about my birthdays this way I can have birthday streams, while also not sacrificing spending my birthday with family. So, there you go. Each time I change world lines, Mayuri's death gets pushed back by 1 day. So does Moeka's raid. It hasn't happened yet on this world line. So why did she die? I don't get it. This is the first time this has happened. How should I deal with this? What should I do? I squat on the ground and cradle my head in confusion. She could have faked it too. If Moeka is dead, maybe Mayuri doesn't have to die. No, I don't think Convergence is that kind. Fate demands Mayuri's death. Whenever I try to stop it, something intervenes. True, I'm the one who meddled with the timeline, but haven't I paid the price already? How did all of this happen? A few weeks ago, I was just a college student with a severe case of Chunibyo. Save for Mayuri's grandmother, I had never experienced the death of anyone close to me. Just say your birthday has to be the same as your VTuber. That's true. But it's like, I don't know, man. I mean, whenever you slip up that many times, I feel like it's just better to come clean. Oh. Sorry, I just looked over. Investus curled up in a little ball on my bed. Whenever I went and I made myself my soup, I gave her wet food as well, because I'm like, okay, well, I'll go a little longer than 12. Like, not by very much. We're probably ending the stream, like, within the next, like, 15, 20 minutes. Unless, like, the scene changes here. If there's a scene change coming up soon, then I'll just end the stream here. But I was like, yeah, you know what? While I'm here in the kitchen, might as well feed her. And I guess now she's eaten, and now she's in a little food coma. I know I yell at her a lot on the stream for, like, getting in my way and stuff, but I genuinely really love that little cat. She's adorable. Death had no place in my life. But how many times have I faced death these past 3 days? More when you count the loops I've made. My heart can't take it anymore. I don't know how much longer I can go on. One more. Just one more D-mail to cancel. Happy you got to the first part about Moeka. Yeah, same, because that's interesting. If I can just get my hands on Moeka's phone. Moeka died yesterday around noon. I can go back to before that happened. The reason she died isn't important. Whether Mayuri's murderer kills herself is of no concern to me. I just need to cancel that D-mail. It is scummy. But if we can sneak in somehow right after she's dead, we could probably just take the phone and run. Figure out how to... I mean, I'm sure it's got, like, a passcode on it. I don't know. Like, they're flip phones, but I assume flip phones also had passcodes. But, like, there are places that'll crack open your phone, and considering this is Akiba, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a place that's like, yeah, we'll unlock the phone for you. So just... Like I said, I know it's scummy, but it's the option that gets you her phone the quickest without having to risk anyone getting hurt. Aside from Moeka, who's, you know, obviously gonna fucking die. But then again, we already mentioned that we don't give a shit about Moeka. She can die for all I care. I don't care. I mean, but then again, even if it is, I mean, we can even check, like, when we have her cell phone, we can check her, received emails. Because, remember, we have these. Okabe is an airhead. That's from, Kurisu. Sorry, I'm fucking, dying here. Yeah, these are all the other emails we sent. Yeah, I'm just looking through this. Yeah, and reading this after the fact, I mean, remember that our D-mail is in CERN's files. The very first one. And then, yeah, that's the picture of the IBN. But I'm trying to find... Don't listen. Yeah, see? Whenever... Pursue Suzuha... And, yeah, so it's like, she would still have, in her inbox, the D-mail that she sent. So, we could just double-check before reversing the D-mail. Upon returning to the lab, I casually look up at the second-floor window. And what I see shocks me to my core. Huh? Someone is using the time leap machine! Who? Mayuri and Daru should be at Kamima! Not even Kurisu should be here. I asked her to escort Mayuri yesterday. Besides, she's against changing the past. So who? The building shakes. The vibration reaches the street. I can't let this happen. The timeline mustn't be tampered with again. I need to stop it now. I race up the stairs to the lab. By the time I get there, the shaking has stopped. I quietly peek into the development room. Nobody's there. The door was unlocked. Anyone could have walked right in. Why did you... You know what? I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna freak out over it, but like... Why? Why wouldn't you lock it? When you have a time machine, it's being hunted down by a global conspiracy. How could we be so careless? Okay, he's pointing it out. That's okay. Time leap machine is still faintly warm. So somebody did use it. Who? Did they time leap? This is the first time someone else has used the time leap machine. Just to make sure, I checked the X68000. As expected, the history's been erased. Same thing happens when we send a D-mail. There's nothing I can do about this. It worries me, but I have to focus on Moeka. Set up the time leap machine. Maximum leap time is 48 hours. To leap more than that, you need to leap 48 hours, then leap again. 42-inch CRT is on downstairs. That's plain as day since the discharge phenomenon just occurred. I put on the headgear. Preparations complete. Should I really leap now? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I should. Just a little more and I can save Mayuri once and for all. Eh? Yeah, we're not making the same mistake again. Alright. Perfect. It's plenty of time. Suddenly, the empty room is full of familiar faces. Mayuri is sitting on the sofa, working on her costumes and rubbing her tired eyes. Daru was at his PC, muttering to himself. Kurisu was in the development room, tinkering with the phone wave. Where's Moeka now? Should I try going to her apartment again? Honestly, I'm afraid to meet her face to face. I don't know what I might do. Okay, we can't message her. That woman killed Mayuri. Innocent Mayuri, sewing with all she's got. I've seen the blood drain from her body. I've seen the light fade from her eyes. If I see Moeka, will I be able to contain my rage? It doesn't matter. I can't run away. In order to save my Yuri, I must meet with Moeka. Alright, that seems like a good place to leave off on. Alright, well, always save twice. And then close the game. Alright. Oh, no, that's the wrong screen. That's the wrong screen. There's the right screen. Oh my god. Jesus. Alright, well, that was, certainly a stream. Nice little cliffhanger. Yeah, absolutely. Gives us a good spot to pick it back up on tomorrow. Flying all over the place. Yep. Oh, well. You'd think that after, like, nearly a full year of streaming, I would, know how things work. I don't. But, well. So, yeah, so tomorrow, we're gonna, see where this chapter takes us. Because, honestly, from what I remember, Luca's chapter really wasn't all that long, was it? And Ferris's wasn't, like, super long either. It was only, like, a couple of streams. So God only knows how long this one's gonna be. I'd be very surprised if we finished it by tomorrow, but, like, it might happen. You're gonna have to tune in and see, aren't you? Alright, well, with that being said, if you're new around here and you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. Ring the bell, you'll know when I go live, and also you'll push us one sub closer to legally mandated karaoke. I've actually been, like, preparing stuff for it. Like, mostly just, like, practicing singing because I haven't done that in a while. It's dumb. It's like, I feel like my old habits from back in high school are coming back to me now that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be singing in front of an audience, because I haven't done that since I was in high school. So it's like, the pressure's on. Not really. Like, karaoke is supposed to be lighthearted and fun and cool and whatever. It's just me. It's just me making this, like, worse on myself. But, yeah. So, also follow me on Twitter. Anytime that I make an announcement, it goes on there. Because I don't have a community tab yet, so, can't exactly talk with you guys here. Alright, and with that being said, have a good night, everyone. Sweet dreams. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!